Let's go, Voltron Force.
All right,
The first thing they heard, perfect. It's what? Go ahead.
it's gonna be a good session. We're picking flowers.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a lovely time of just picking flowers. I love it.
Just flowers, you guys. Ain't nothing else gonna happen.
Why you gotta
Just
talk like
gonna-
that? Anyways, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Man,
Just gonna go through my spell list. I'm gonna prepare some spells for taking flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revivify's a good one for that.
I'm just gonna make sure my
so-
sword's extra sharp to cut the flowers.
That's right. Why the
Summon
sword though?
Celestia.
You got daggers?
Gish.
You guys. Something. I don't know. Something feels off about the way that you guys are talking, but I think it'll be fine. Anyways, welcome in everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful, lovely little day here. We are back with some more Curse of Strahd. We are down in Oknev for a very short, brief amount of time. They should be here hopefully in the next about 25 minutes or so. But we're gonna start without them, and then they're gonna join on in. But for those of you here right now, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, we're
Quick
gonna continue from
question.
where we.
What's
Yes?
what's the button to do full screen for
F11.
F11? Woo! Official.
There you go. There you go. There you go. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry.
F11.
With that, I think we're good, and we can get into this. Actually, does anyone have any announcements that they would like to say? Anything?
No.
question, DM: will we be having session September 22nd?
Hold on. Let me check if that's a Monday.
It's a
It is a
very
Monday.
it's an oddly specific.
September
time.
22nd is a Friday.
Yeah, that is a Friday. So no.
Oh, hold on. It actually might be the Monday afterward. So the
25th.
yeah, the 25th. Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna be having 4 sessions that day, I believe.
Okay. I might not make it.
Okay. All right. Well, for which one? All right. We'll see when we get there. Anyways.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah, it'll eventually be there. We'll hit that bridge when we, I don't know, ram into it. What's the phrase?
We'll
Across
cross
that
that
bridge
bridge when we
when-
get there.
No, that doesn't sound
Yeah.
right. All right, welcome in everybody. We're gonna start this up now on episode number 87. We're gonna continue where we last left off, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Let's get this train rolling. Cross that bridge. There we go.
The train has been off the rails since 1965.
Man, that's a crazy
Vietnam
train.
was close.
Oliver. Anyways. God, we're not good. Can we cancel stream today?
No, let's just get started before we
Yeah.
meme.
Let's say we're not good at being serious right at the start. All right, all right. Hopefully now we got it all out of us. Let's go. All right. Last session, the Talons had just come off with a fight against a mixture of Thorn and possibly Osiris from the Sword of Raging Desire. After Thorn going through a sort of physical and mental journey through a location known as the Furnace, and dragging his friends along with him into this weird set of a domain, the group finally had a moment to rest and decided to do so in many different forms. Morrow deciding to take refuge in the church, while Eileen got their hair changed and braided, while the rest of the group decided to talk and hang, and then split off once more again after speaking for just a little bit longer about what to do. One of the things, however, was Morrow obtaining a note from the abbot asking them to go and pick 10 flowers that grow onto the sides of the cliff sides of Mount Bartok. With this now new and interesting task, the group decided to prepare and set for this task tomorrow, as they were spent for the day already. However, gaining in some revelry and some fun, some of the group decided to wrestle it out a bit. Some of the group decided to spill the beans on some interests and crushes, and others decided to try to prevent that and then reveal it themselves anyways. And now we begin as this night falls upon us, where the group themselves have now, at least in some capacities, gotten some steam out, some stress out, and are now bedding down for the night to rest. I believe we did have some people that want to do some stuff before we rested. Oh, shoot. One of the people that wanted to do something was Aknev. I just remembered that.
Lamau.
No.
We're gonna
Okay.
roll back time. We're gonna
Rip.
roll back time. We're gonna roll back time when that happens. Hopefully it doesn't affect the next day. But was anyone else doing to do anything before bedtime hit? It's not even bedtime yet. It's around 7 p.m. ish, or it's getting to about 7 p.m. Y'all have just been resting inside of your abode for a bit because you have been basically spending the day with shopping, hair changes, visiting Lydia, and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of which, you are also in Lydia's home, Amaris.
I know.
She spent the night. Just as a reminder. Yep. But yeah, it's about like 7, 8 for you guys.
I think I would actually spend the night at the church tonight,
Oh, fair enough.
just because I wanna ask Father Lucian something in the morning before we go.
Fair enough. He is available now if you would also like to, but if you want to wait till the morning, you absolutely can.
Would I be waking him up in the morning?
He's up early, man. He's here to
So,
service.
as you know, Father Lucian himself wakes up a little bit for someone of the Morning Lord. He actually is asleep generally during some of the morning, and he's a little bit of a late person to wake up. But he's been changing that schedule recently. The reason he had done it before was for the citizens of Barovia that took shelter in the night in his place. He would give late night, like throughout the night sermons, and he usually wouldn't wake up till around like 12 to 2 p.m. But recently he's been waking up a lot more earlier at around like 10ish or so.
Gotcha. I can just ask him now. It's just a quick question.
Yeah, fair enough.
Uh,
What can I do for you, Thorn?
I was just curious. What do you know about Mount Baratok up north?
Mountain to the north. Let's see. And he just I will say he looks like as if he's about to answer for a moment, and then he kind of turns to you. And before he answers, he says, "Actually, before I say, what business do you have there?"
The abbot wants us to run an errand, so we have to go there to pick some flowers.
Oh,
As ridiculous as that sounds. Why?
well, many of the people here do not speak of or really deal with Mount Bartok. It is to the north of us, and it is past the lake where many of even our hunters do not trek. Let me check one thing for you real quick. I want to double check one thing before I answer any more questions. Sorry, I just I want to make sure. Oh, okay. Just making sure. There, I do know of a little. If you want probably more of the details, though, you might want to go to... Have you met the Hunting Brothers?
The two bulky guys that wear animal furs. Yeah, we've ran into them a few times.
Yes, Yevgeny and what is his name? Let's see.
I don't remember his name.
I'm trying to grab it too. I'm also on a small blank there.
Yeah.
Yevgeny and they got such weird names. Right. It's
All I
the worst
remember
thing.
is that I
Yeah.
told them that I wouldn't stop them if they punched Aknev the next time they saw him.
No, yeah, you got the right. Oh, and Zoldar.
Okay.
Yeah, Yevgeny and Zoldar. They actually might have a little bit more information, but I have heard of some strange happenings from the hunting party recently.
Like what?
Well, there was say that someone is hunting using extreme means over in the north. And by that I mean I think there was a what's the word here? Detonated corpse.
Oh.
There was a corpse that was found in the middle of an explosion of
Well,
some sort.
We've run into a few different explosions, but that's weird.
I was wondering if you were asking if maybe the explosion was of your doing.
No, we haven't been that far up north.
That's mostly of what I know of the northern mountain Bartok itself. I've never been there myself. Like I've said, I've stayed in these walls mostly. But if you are looking for information, those two or anyone from any of our scouts or hunters would be best. If you're looking for them, you can usually find them in the Blue Water Inn. But if I'm not mistaken, they might be on the hunt right now. Could be wrong.
So we might just run into them out there.
He just shrugs.
Great. Well, appreciate it. That's more than I got from Ismark. We're heading out early in the morning anyways, so we'll take what information we can get.
I do apologize. All we have are stories from the past and or anything that anyone has seen, but the only people that scout out through here are once again the scouts or anyone trying to make word or trade.
Yeah, no, that tracks for you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, that's all I needed. I'll relay it to the others in the morning.
He just kind of gives a nod. If you need a place here for the night, you can always take one of the pews.
I appreciate it. No problem, crash you.
And just gives a nod. And he goes on back to speaks to some other people. You see some other people that are also staying here for the night and staying inside the church. It seems like although the threat of Vargas's incarceration and other means of trouble through the former burgomaster's reign, although they are not here and present, the effects of people still wanting to feel safe or having comfort in the church overnight has not waned per se. Mm-hmm. All right. Is that it for you?
Yes, it for me.
All right. Anyone else have anything that they would like to do before the night ends? To Dreamland it is. All right. Woo. Woo-woo. Easy enough for all of you all. We will get to your sleep, and once again, we will rewind the time when Oknev comes back in here, and we'll get what he wants to do done as well. But for right now, you all go to sleep for the night and bed down in your abode that has felt both a little like home and a little not like home recently, just because of some of the events that have been occurring. But without Thorn or Amaris in this place, it's a little bit more roomy for the three of you that stayed in there or the four of you that stayed there for the night. As the night goes on, and at some point at midnight, bats begin to fly high into the sky, completely away from Velaki, unrelated. You all wake up.
Bitch.
Fantastic.
I heard the of course.
I just expect it, man.
I don't expect to have good sleep anymore.
I
Honestly,
mean,
it's fair. Like, go ahead.
I just want one day for, it's not Strahd, it's just Batman. He's all like,
Where is he? Who? Strahd. I'm sending him a cease and desist. All right. As you all wake up, you are all fully rested. Long rest. Everything is good for everybody. You may do all your long rest stuff. Don't forget for some of your rolls for the day. Don't forget to change any spells that you want. Don't forget your abilities if you want to change your favorite enemy. That kind of stuff. You got your things. You know.
I'll
what to
stick
do.
to humans. Thank you.
Okay. Anyways. All right. Easy enough though. You guys all wake up and fresh and sprightly throughout the day. Let me also sorry, I keep forgetting to change you guys over here. I'm a bad DM. You guys are spread out throughout these little locations. I'll prove it. You guys are in St. Andrew's chapel for their Thorn. You got Lady Lydia sleepover over here, and you got the house over here. Those are your guys' 3 locations as you wake up in the morn. And yeah, Thorn, you're an early riser compared to a lot of the others, so you easily wake up in the church kind of alone and very quietly. For the 3 of you inside, you all wake up, say your hellos, make your coffee, all that kind of stuff. And then for you, Amaris, when you are woken up to the smell of food, and as you look over, as you look over to kind of follow that smell and everything, when you open the door, there's a kind of a platter with a bunch of food for you at the opening. It's not a lot of meats, but it's some fruits in there and a little salad mix and just a little itty bitty familiar slice of cake that you remember helping bake. It's a lot smaller than any piece that you had before, but yeah.
Well, the food ain't gonna eat itself.
That is true.
Just
But there you
gotta
go.
wolf down on all of it
Fair.
Nah.
until someone stops me.
It ain't gonna be anybody, girl.
Make a dexterity saving thing. No,
I want to crash through the window on top of Amar.
she's in a windowless hallway, so I'm gonna be impressed.
Oh my god. Through the wall.
Through the window. Anyways, as you all wake up, do you all wish to just reconvene? Is there something you guys wish to do, or do you just wish to reconvene at this point in time?
Yeah, I'll head back home to tell everybody what I learned.
Fair enough.
Do I get my hit points back?
Yes, from the brain, from the spear's effect.
Yeah.
Yes, you regain all your actual hit points back. Yeah.
Okay.
Could Eileen potentially find a point, maybe like at the edge of town, towards Mount Baratok to try to like get a visual on it without the mist in the way?
You can go all the way towards the northern gate, but you would know that the mist is pretty heavy no matter what. It's a lot of the biggest factor is the lake that's causing a lot of the mist. To have that issue because the lake itself, like at the edges, it feels like every single time you try to look almost to the other side of the lake, it's a little shrouded at times.
Okay.
So, and you can see the silhouette of the mountain, no problem. It's just you're might be a little far. In fact, it's almost there's always a fog of war in Barovia itself, especially at the higher up places that you go to or places that are in certain locales. Valaki is just one of the places that doesn't really always have like mist surrounding it. But yeah.
Okay. Then at that point, she'll just meet up with everybody.
Yeah, fair enough. And you got your charge back, by the way, for the spear, for that revive, Amaris.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a charge basis.
Yeah, well, it's a one-time, dink,
Ah.
back up. It's a one-time until you take a long rest.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to note that down somewhere.
Yep. Okay. Then yeah, you all can easily meet back. Oh wait, sorry, you didn't say Amaris. Are you meeting back up with the group, or you want to do some stuff?
Well, after finishing the remnants of food that's out,
Mhm.
then probably head back to the group.
Okay, fair enough. I would say, yeah, you can easily go on out. No one is really there to let you out or anything like that, but you can easily just pop on out throughout the time, no problem. But yeah, as you leave and all of you regroup, you all find out that Thorn has some information, and he tells you all about the fact that the hunters may have some information, specifically the brothers. But yeah.
Should we go talk to them first before we head out?
If they're around, like I said, they may be out on a hunt. Father Lucian thinks they are.
I'll find them.
Well, I mean, if they're not at the Blue Water Inn, we gotta go.
Okay.
But welcome to check out the Blue Water Inn.
Point of reference and a question here, because I'm assuming you guys went to bed really early, as you do. Are you guys trying to wake up at like crack of dawn? Are you like what were you trying to wake up to?
Oh,
Because right now it's
I was
and
thinking like 5 a.m. Like
Yeah,
early.
Oof.
Yeah, we're trying to get this done early.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then if you woke up at 5 a.m., the gathering, everything here, I'd say it's about like 5:30 ish right now, as you guys are here up and early in the morning. Yeah, you both Amaris and Thorn, when you walked through, you collectively you may have seen 2 people moving on
Yeah.
and about. Yeah. you cracked of dawn, day, bro. But yeah. Just so you know how the bustle of the town is right now.
Well, you could try. See if it's open.
Would be my guess.
Okay.
Yes.
She starts walking.
All right. If you all head on over towards the Blue Water Inn with a little bit of yawns and some eye crust coming out of some of you guys, you walk on over to the Blue Water Inn. It is closed at this time of the day.
Damn.
Yeah, doors are locked. Business hours are closed. There's still obviously access to the upper staircase where the rooms are held for the inn and stuff. But lights are off. Doors locked.
Mm.
I'm thinking the same thing, but I don't know.
There's not really too much. Can't exactly enter in.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
they're already out there.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, they did say they're on a hunt, so.
Hunts usually tend to start either early or late. So, let's get a move on.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll start heading north.
All right. Fair enough. You're heading north towards Lake Zerdovich?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Going on up there and eventually making your way on up as the sun, not the sun, but the light source or whatever it may be that is finally giving out some light that's it's finally shining out from the eastern side and over the long rising tree side that is kind of the area where you're looking at. You can barely see the sun cresting over that and the distant mountains of which you know hold Castle Ravenloft to it. I will say, yeah. At this early in the morning, as you're trying to go to, you get to the gate, and no one currently is at the gate at the moment.
Oh, I mean, is it so closed too?
And the gate is closed and locked, but no one is at it at the moment.
Can we unlock it and open it?
How?
That's an excellent question. How are the gates usually opened?
Key, there's usually someone standing around it. Sometimes it was the guards of Vargas's guards a while ago. Then it turned into the Black Cloaks, and then a mix of the Black Cloaks and it seemed like there was a little militia group as well that oh my god, Lucian. No. Hold on. Lucius? Oh my god, how am I forgetting his father's name? Yeah, Lucian. It is Lucian. Why did I was like Lucian? Lucius? Nope, that's not it. Lucian. Yeah. Lucian's had a group as well who had been unlocking it and such. It just seems like maybe once again they're not out this early for it. You know, a lot of the Barovians don't even like to go out at night or in the dark a lot. So.
Okay. Is there a way to get in the guard post tower thing?
There's no guard post tower. There's not like a form.
They just like hang out near it.
Yeah, they
just
stand
by the gate.
they stand in the front of the gates on the inside each time.
We could just hop them over the wall.
We gotta hop over the. We gotta jump the fence, guys.
I was gonna say we could wait, but
Welcome in, Aknev also.
Have you seen how to operate these gates?
Yes, there is a padlock on the front of the gate here. It is chains and a padlock. The gates are see-through, but obviously you can't fit through them. They're about half a foot in between each bar.
And it's just a padlock.
Yes, padlock wrapped in a chain.
Just like, Akno, could you unlock
That
this?
city older
No,
rolled.
no, hold on. We shouldn't just open this because we can't lock it when we're outside, and we can't just leave this open.
Oh,
You
well,
say
we'll just close it.
you say this as Ocnif has started to go for the padlock and try to unlock. Unfortunately, it's about 45 seconds have gone by, and Ocnif, that is just unfortunately not what you needed. Methodical form today. Got it.
Let's just wait. All right. I'm not keen on leaving these people unguarded just because we want to leave a little bit early.
But I mean, we can. I mean, I
Like
guess.
a what?
I've just seen that. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was.
We could. How tall is the gate?
The gate itself is technically the tallest part of these. They rise up a little bit past the actual fence sides. The fence sides are about 12 feet-ish, but the gate is about around the 15-foot mark. It's a little easier to walk on because it doesn't have the spikes at the top of it. It's flatter to hold the frame of the gate, but the side ends are just spikes, like mini tree logs of spikes.
We could climb it.
I mean, might as well.
You might as well practice before the mountain.
I guess I'll throw the first stone. I'll start climbing.
I think I'll help him, Morris.
Where are you?
DM, I gotta ask, am I
help.
right? We've left early before.
you've
Don't the
left
guards usually show up
around-
around like 6?
Around six, yeah. You would
So
know,
it's
yeah.
like 10 minutes. Thorn's just gonna sit down and he's just not gonna say anything because everybody's just so intent on not waiting.
Trying to get shit done, man.
All right. You want to try to climb the gate or the fence?
Does the fence have any footholds?
No. It's a thin set fence all the way leading towards the top. The footholds would be at the like top end. It's not meant for climbing. It's meant for warding off. The gate itself is like a thicker piece of metal. It's not super amazing in craft or nothing, but it is definitely for utility.
Nah, I'm sit down. I don't trust gates no more. I'm just sit down.
Fair enough. All right. We got 3 people sitting down. Eileen Morrow, are you good or?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna climb. No one's in
okay.
it. She looks a little sad. Mm.
I have
No one's
failed
stopping
climbing
you.
fence. I have failed climbing fences. Climbing anything so often. I'm
did.
not risking it again.
The mountain seems to grow almost 2 times in size as it watches you all from below. Perfect, I love it. All right,
Okay,
so
I guess we'll wait.
as you're all waiting, then I'm gonna have what was this?
Climbing.
Octave's the
He
first
said he's
size
gonna
and goes to climb the
climb.
gate. Which you're going for the gate? Okay, the gate part. I was gonna say real quick before we do that, as you're climbing, do you want to quickly do the events that you wanted to, which is easier? Actually, hold on. Thank you for reminding me. Let me roll to see if it's raining. It's raining. Right now, got it. Okay. It seems to be currently the easier one because at the moment there's a light rain currently in the morning here. It seems that the easier one might actually be the fence over the gate, just because the gate itself is metal, and unfortunately the rain is not helping in that regard. The wood is a little easier if you have tools of climbing to climb over the wood, but if you're just doing it by bare hands, then the gate. Use chain and sword Kratos style. Easy enough. With that 16, then you're able to just kind of takes you about maybe about 20 or so seconds, but you kind of launch on over, and you get your leg a little caught on one of the fence spikes for a second, but you manage to get it off without actually ruining your pants or nothing like that, and you end up onto the other side of the fence. He gives a thumbs up and falls to the other side. Perfect. All right. As Oknev gets to the other side, successfully makes it, and just seemingly waits on the other side of the fence as you all are now sitting down. About 5 or so minutes pass by before you hear, "What are you all doing here?" "Yeah, what are you doing here?" As you turn to the side and you see a pair of brothers that you've seen before. In particular, people that you've even stolen from once before. Well, at least that person's on the other side of the gate right now. So
Yeah, good thing he's on the
yeah,
other side of the
yeah.
gate, huh?
So he's currently not being able to be seen by that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was lucky.
We're waiting for the gates to open, but we were looking for you two as well. I thought you may be out hunting already.
The moment you say like you were looking for them, you the shorter one. And by the way, here let me give a visual once more for these two. These two. Here we go.
Wingo.
There and then. There's him.
Hey, Fabio, like that. Nice.
I didn't know you Fabio'd like that, bro.
Y'all.
Yevgeny Krushkin and the other one.
I don't know why. I can never find him.
His name is Zoldar, if you need help.
I that's not the thing. I just can't find him for some there he is.
He barely exists.
Oh, okay. I
Damn,
thought
He
there was
built like
gonna
a
be,
fucking
fucking
dwarf.
ends.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
honestly, I thought it was gonna be like Oingo Boingo. These are gonna be comedy sidekicks
No.
for a second.
The one with the longer beard, the more bulbous nose and the bald head is the one that kind of crosses his arms as he just kind of looks at you with like a curious look. The moment you said you were actually looking for him, Thorn. As the other one just kind of the other one looks kind of confused, looks over at his friend, and then looks at you with a similar intense grin.
We're heading to Mount Baratok, you know? Have you heard
No.
anything about it?
Dude, Lucian told us people were just blowing up there. So
Lucian told you right. He doesn't speak after that.
Can you
anything else to
elaborate?
elaborate. Just look at Eileen.
She's just like, she looks at him like come on, kind of, with her hand out.
What are you asking for? Guidance of the place, or are you asking for
What do you know
physical
of it?
guidance? Ah. He kind of just looks at you all for a moment, and you see as I will say, hold on. As he's looking at you all for a second, Thorn, you would be the first to pick up on it. You also see he looks past you all and just kind of looks around for a moment,
He's looking for Akno.
and then and then he
Yep.
sniffs the air. Just
He's on the other side of the gate.
he just like kind of looks at you, looks over at the gate. Oknev's still not visible, but now known at the very least. Before I answer, are you looking for verbal guidance or physical guidance? Do you need me to take you there, or are you asking me what I know of it?
And you could take us there if you want, but mainly we want to know more. We have an errand to run up there. Would rather go prepared.
5 gold for each of us for taking you. 3 gold for just saying.
What?
30 gold for just saying, telling you what you are to expect.
Why?
To use on food and wine to
Yeah.
make a living.
We're
need
just gonna dig
information.
out the 10 gold and just hand it to him.
Oh,
Fuck
Full
it,
on
I don't got
guidance
time
then.
for this.
all right.
Then we will head off in just a moment. The guards don't get here until 6 a.m. First things first. Something you need to know about that place. It is... It's teeming with life is the first thing to say. The northern forms of Mount Bartok are having elevated locations, staggered rocks, hard cliffs, makes it hard for wolves to roam. More life gets to survive up there at higher altitudes. Does it make sense? Yes? Good. Second, you are going to be wanting to dress a little more covered. You all would be freezing up there at the moment. It's higher ground. Do you have anything warm to wear?
Takes out the winter coat.
Good.
No.
No? You want something warm.
The stuff I wear has been keeping me warm.
Right? It basically is asking, do you guys have your winter gear or anything? Who does not have winter gear currently?
Eileen, I think she
Eileen.
gave her winter coat to someone.
I don't
Yeah.
think I have winter gear. I do not.
I mean, what the stuff that we've been are we needing stuff that's more intense than what's been passing in Krezk?
No,
and, like
what's
going
been-
up there.
What's been passing in Krezk has kept you guys warm in there. That should be enough to keep you guys on like good cold. Like
Okay,
he's not
then
saying
I'm fine.
he's not saying extreme cold. It's just going to be cold up there, and you're going to want to fur up.
Okay,
Okay, then I'm good.
so yeah, Eileen then still needs stuff.
Yeah, you need some. Yevgeny, do we have any spare coats that we can give them? I believe we do. I believe we do for, say, the two of you. 10 gold, 5 each.
That's a really expensive coat, isn't it?
Well, to be warm is to have money. So either you give it to us or you can freeze your ass up there.
Eileen twitches her eye. She's so mad. And she just crosses her arms.
Be cold all you want then.
Fucking God, ten. Fine.
No,
Give him
no,
another 10
no,
gold.
no,
you're
stop
not
him.
stopping
No.
him.
I'm stopping him.
Okay, try.
I
You
will.
want it? You want it? All right. Then either this can be an athletics for you if you're trying to grab him or whatever you're trying to do.
I'm just gonna grab his hand
Okay.
as he's bringing out the gold.
You can either try to out strength him or out. Okay.
13,
Okay.
you can do
Gotta
it.
be a 13.
I do have the skill for it.
You don't do it.
Natural one.
Damn.
As you go up, you don't as you just go up, don't do it. You trip and hit the ground for a moment. Before, as now he sees that people are also trying to stop, Yevgeny just kind of walks up, meets you halfway, Thorn, and will gladly take the 10 gold from you if you hand it over.
Yeah, I just hand it to him. Thorn just
Here.
looks tired and annoyed.
Be right back. And Yevgeny runs off real quick while Solzaldar is just going. Oh, Jesus Christ! Soldar is going to stay right there with you all. So, about the explosion of the body. A couple of things. Anything you know of the explosion already, or no? Just the fact that it was an explosion.
We dealt with exploding scarecrows, if that has to do with it. But if that's not it, then don't know.
That's a new one. Not something I've heard of. But if you're thinking of anything for this explosion, it was not something of volatile nature. No compact charge, no anything of that sort. This explosion was, well, magical.
How can you be sure?
Well, a couple of things. First off, in a normal explosion, when you can check the blaster radius or something of that, you can usually check for areas of impact damage, the way that it is in a hole, anything of that nature. First things first, the explosive was shot through the trees. We were able to find that by following the holes that were left from this. Second, it didn't cause anything else to burn or catch or anything of that nature. While the land itself is more of a wet climate, it still would have at least caught something of this nature, this impact. This seemed to be more of a controlled explosive. Therefore, the individual at least knew what they were doing. And could at least had some means of control rather than a wild explosion. Those are very hard to manipulate around trees or things like that.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know of one magic user that took off towards this direction. I'm not sure how far she went, but it's possible. Not to mention the witches that have been just kind of meandering around the country for the past couple weeks.
Mm.
It's possible, but
He just kind of gives a slow He just kind of gives a slow nod. I did not hear of the witches. Good to know.
yeah, we've been trying to find them. No luck.
Is there anywhere specific in Mount Bartok you are willing to, or wishing to go as well? Or are you just heading to the mountain?
Mara, you know the
Yeah.
deal.
I do know the deal, and I am going to show him the letter.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
As he's doing that, Eileen's gonna give Thorn 5 gold.
He'll just look at you and just be like,
Just take
thanks. Yeah. He'll just take it, but he doesn't really say much more.
Fair. As he just starts reading the letter, I'm actually not really familiar with this flower, but if it is on the cliff sides of Mount Bartok, you're going to the edges. The mountain's peak does not actually rise all the way up through the fog. It is blocked. But if you're going up, you will be going up the northern edges. Onto the sides, though, following some of the streams might be your best bet here. As he starts reading through it. Do any of you have a map of sorts?
Not one that stretches that far north, but yeah.
Bring it here.
I'll pull out the map.
All right. So, let's see. You have this place, and he just starts looking through, kind of your set map, and he actually there's kind of a moment where he picks up the map too and just kind of gives it a quick look over, and just goes before he says, yeah, following any of these routes will definitely bring you up there and bring you to your destination. Be warned, though. Going much westward, or even close to there, you will be hitting territory of more wolves. If you are trying to be quick about it...
I will say, one place that we're trying to avoid before you make anything is we're trying to avoid going that way.
Where is it? I didn't see.
I put the red X on the map over Morvant.
No need.
Okay.
It's not even leading fully to the mountain. Mount Bartok spans all the way to the edges on the... over here, and a bit past there, but if you're trying to... You're trying to get 10 of these, correct?
That's the idea.
Okay. Well, I hope they're all bunched up, because if they're not, you might be in for more than one day of collecting.
Yeah.
Because if
I'm
you're
sure
going...
we will be.
If we're going over here, I'm assuming then you are planning to either take a boat to the other side, or you were trying to go around. But I would assume you would go to the west gate if you were going around.
Yeah. We can take a boat across.
Then if you're taking a boat across and you're trying to get to it, it would be maybe to get to your destination, 3 hours, maybe. With us, of course. On your own, maybe 4, maybe 5.
Eileen rolls her eyes.
You're fully aware. You have the pay. You could
Yeah.
take her through in 3.
The total time is fine. I mean, I think probably could take us there in like 2.5 at that point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just saying.
The problem being traversing the cliff face while climbing the mountain is not too much of a stranger to at least to us, as we've had to sometimes go up for some small forms of shelter. It is a rarity to us. I don't know how far up, but if you are looking for it, the rivers themselves split off into multiple sets of streams and different form of things like that. So I guess we will choose a stream and follow it up until we get to the spot, but there might be no way of knowing which stream will lead us to the right place. So we might be going on a little bit of a goose hunt at that point.
Yeah. We're used to that.
Okay. But from there, at the very least, there should be no problems.
Yeah.
But
That's
if
how it goes.
per stream, if we check through, there is maybe about anywhere between about 8 to 15 streams that combine up to said river. That will spread us. So, which one of these locations did you want to start first?
Can we? You said it's hard to see across the lake, right?
Yes.
Man.
Yeah, are you trying to get like a distance meter, like how far? Or?
No, because Eileen wants to see like the clarity of the water.
Oh.
I mean, we were just
You
there
can-
a couple days
yeah,
ago.
you
I
can-
don't feel to remember.
Yeah. The clarity of the water, it's not like the most clear water in the world, but it's not bad. You can see into it probably depth-wise, maybe about 5 feet or so before it starts getting a little murky.
It was more so in terms of like which stream has the most clarity, because if it's from the mountain, then
Oh,
it's
the other side.
really fucking
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
But
Which
we'll cross that
Go ahead.
bridge when we get there.
there's no bridge, but yeah. Besides that, what else? What else does he have? Let's see. That at least would be the game plan for that. One thing to note. Me and my associate here, we don't stay throughout the night. We're heading back to the town as soon as we can. So if your hunt takes you into dusk or anything like that, count us out.
Got it.
At of the time of, they will be from those locations, depending on where you are. They're probably going to be leaving around the 3:30 mark, PM wise. So you got them for the next, got them for the next 9 hours or so.
9 hours, yeah.
But yeah,
You know, saying what stream we want to start on?
yes, any of them would be doable. As once again, I am not aware of these flowers in particular. I've never actually seen or heard of these ones. I see the image though, but once again, haven't seen them. If they're on the cliff sides, that's probably why I haven't seen them. Might be rare.
Or they're your flowers. What does your gut tell you? We'll go with that.
If it helps too, the 2 closest obviously would be this one and this one.
Ping them again, Blair.
This one and this one. Those are the 2 closest streams, if that matters. If not, and you want to go for the farther one, you can as well. Either order works.
We're close. See if we can get. We're close. So I say right here.
Did you ping? I didn't see it.
Yeah, he picked the middle stream.
Middle stream. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We can place our boats here and then work our way up. Sound good?
Works
Yeah.
for me.
Okay. And let's get to it. And as he even says that,
you guys see a person kind of beginning to kind of walk up and then start jogging upwards as you see them kind of pulling out something from their pocket for a set of keys as they go, sorry. I'll leave that for you guys. Good luck out there, hunters, as he just goes out to open up the padlock. And within mere seconds later, Yevgeny comes back out running with two kind of pelts over his shoulders. One rather big one, one a little bit smaller one.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lie, Blair. Is that guy late?
Which one?
The one who opened the gate. Is he late?
You guys are hella early in the morning. You don't know if it's late or not. You don't know technically their time frame.
I
but
do know though.
You know that it's currently at this point in time. You know that it's about 6:05.
Tisk. She won't say nothing.
But
You really be that one? The real one? That one?
you know,
That person?
Yeah, absolutely. I get being 5 minutes late.
It's only 5 minutes. Come on now. Like,
Yeah, come on now.
You don't gotta gasp at that one, but
you two are brought very similar pelts to the one that currently Yevgeny is wearing. Yevgeny has like a bunch of like patchwork of like wolf pelts and stuff like that on. His is a lot more cruder and a little bit more patched together in very odd places. Yours are a little bit more uniformed, but they still kind of have that like butcher sewing kind of vibe to them for both Eileen's and Maro's. All right. But anyone that has their winter gear, recommend putting it on for this trek of the journey. But yeah, you guys are easily able to then head out on the north and make your way on towards the boats.
That's cool.
There's plenty of boats for all of y'all. Yeah. Zoldar and Yevgeny are both going to be taking their own boat, and they're going to be going off ahead of you guys to show you guys kind of the way.
Lewis and Clarking it.
All right. How many boats are y'all taking?
How many are there?
There's currently sitting there. There's about 6 boats. They're taking one of the 6, so there are 5 left. There's more than that, but there's a hole in 2 of them.
Got it.
I say 2 boats is enough for all of us, right?
All right.
It's 3 per, about, yeah.
Yep.
All right. So
Make sure Morrow and I are on separate ones, so we're not both fucking weighing this shit down.
All right. Fair enough. So it's who and who? What's the split?
I'll have one boat, Morrow have another boat, and then whoever wants to split between them. I don't care.
So I'm asking.
How many people can fit in a boat?
About 3. Not super comfortably with 3, but 3 can.
So, I don't know. Probably just Morrow, myself in one, and then Thorn, Eileen, and Aknev in the other. We only really need 2.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, Ismark will be with you too.
Oh, you're right. So, yeah,
Yep.
this would just be us.
All right. Easy enough.
I'm done with
Thumbs up.
Ismark at it. Ismark at it, and you guys start. You go to the rowing adventure. As you guys start kind of going through, you start heading towards the lower end mist layer of the lake, and heading actually down towards the middle of it. As you can just kind of see out and about for you, you can kind of now look into the water a bit surrounding you, and you now see it's a little clearer the closer you head towards the middle of the lake, but there's almost this deep blue to it that doesn't even seem like it should be lake-wise or lakeside. It seems more like something that you'd see more in like an ocean setting or something. Could just be the lighting of the day, as still there's barely any of it at this point in time, but it's just a fascinatingly rich blue. As you all
Interesting.
As you all continue northward and pass on through the middle section, it does not take more than about 45 minutes or so for you to for you to row from one side to the other. Eventually, you all get yourself situated and assorted, and you can easily, actually, yeah. He suggests docking here, but either side is good if you want to try to cross the river or if you want to continue this way. But as you guys all dock up and set for it, now you're eventually able to see, not in its full glory, because its full glory is swallowed and taken and hidden behind this curtain of mist far to the north. But you're eventually now finally able to see that silhouette has been turning out into an actual formation, and you're able to see the deeper sets of these massive tree lines that steep upward, going hundreds and hundreds of feet upwards. For this form of Mount Bartok. You're also seeing that the tree line that you're currently seeing just spikes up and spikes up and spikes up until eventually you do see a more of a gray set mountain with a lot of white covering and shelling it all over the top, to the point where it almost seems as if snow is another physical formation on it, or maybe it's ice. You don't know at this distance, but yeah. All right. Do you just wish to head north, or do you want to follow the river to the east? Basically, do you want to follow this way, or do you just want to try to cut through the river? Cutting through the river might be some problems if we don't ford correctly, with cold at least. But if we go to the east, it'll be a longer path.
Let's just cut through.
All right.
All right.
Bring one of the boats at least then. And you guys are going to basically just take one of the boats overhead, and you guys are going to just forward back and forth through the river for a quick minute here. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to just say, you know what? Since they're doing it, actually, no roll needed. You paid your money, and they're worth it. Easy enough. You guys ford over the river and can save about 20 or 30 minutes or so. As you guys then start going, you begin to trek northward through the woods as you eventually start reaching this steeper and steeper incline. As you keep going up and up and up, this incline is similar. Well, at first, it's about, if it was zero wise, it's about a 20 degree incline that slowly spikes and spikes and spikes until it's nearly a 45 as you guys are trying to go up at parts of the woods. Until it eventually, as you get a little bit closer to the mountainside itself, you do notice that it starts to at least begin to go downward and down and down and down. You are finally able to kind of get a flat end before you start seeing up ahead of you. The tree line begins to become much more sparse. The mountain rising up even steeper, and you are going to have to either start climbing soon or forking a trail around or something. But you are eventually now at the base of the mountain here.
Okay. Who needs gear?
Well, we can just send one person up first and then have everybody follow suit.
There are a few streams also here. If you... And he is going to kind of mark over. You're a little above it at this point in time, but as you go over to the sides over here at the trees, you can see currently here. There we go. You can see that the river stream does split off into like multiple different little channels.
Okay. Well, I'll just fly up ahead.
Okay.
And
using your mist fly for the day?
Yeah, just to see which path we can go.
Okay. From here, as you're following it through, you just see that it leads off to multiple streams. You don't need to, if you're trying to just see where it goes, you don't need to fly, is what I'm saying. You can see that it splits off. And then it kind of just goes up towards the mountain as it's like right as a lot of the streams themselves are just trickling down.
Maybe we should take the streams.
I know, that's what I'm saying. There's just multiple. They split off.
Well, doesn't it say that it's on like the sheer cliffs and everything? We're not there yet.
which is what I'm saying. The stream starts splitting, and he said that while he's not familiar with this flower, if you're trying to get to one of those, you got to follow one of the streams or something in that regard.
All right. Well, we'll follow the streams wherever they split.
Okay. Are you just picking a random one?
Do they look the same?
So, as it is, some of them split and enter into this main river at different points. Some of them have a little bit more of a current of water. Some of them have a little bit of less of a current of water. They vary in different ways.
I think I want to follow the ones that have more of a current of water.
More of a current. Got it.
Vertical cascades on the mountainside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does Does anyone wish to make Does anyone wish to make a nature check?
Honestly,
Sure.
yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's make that check.
Okay.
You know, let's check to see where we're going, because I'm thinking maybe we'd want to go through the stream with more water that's going through, because if it's on a vertical surface...
That's what I'm saying, right? Like...
Yeah.
8.
Are we all making nature checks, or?
Anyone that
Yep.
wishes to can.
Alright,
Sweet.
let's...
14. Hey, Marlo and I with the 14 doubles.
Where was that? Where was that 14 when I needed it?
When you're trying to stop me from giving the man money.
Yeah, no.
Or
Say
actually, this is my favorite
nature.
terrain, right?
Mountain?
Yeah.
Go for it. Yep.
'Cause-
You get advantage. Natural Explorer.
Yeah. My proficiency is... Damn it. I'm not proficient in nature, so I'm just gonna roll again.
And what were you saying, Amaris?
I just was wondering
Much better.
nature. It's all I was wondering, like the nature, but nature's not great. But like, I guess it doesn't hurt.
You could get a nat 20. Oh, you got the best roll. There you go.
Wow. There you go. Yep.
2 14s, a 17, and an 18.
Yeah. Thorn Morrow for sure. At least at the very least for Cascades. So you're thinking like in some regard, maybe the bigger streams would at least be better in that regard. And Eileen, there is a reason that you picked that bigger stream as well, for that exact reason. And Amaris and Eileen, the big thing about Cascades in particular is they're generally a smaller form of a waterfall almost, as they're just kind of descending water and shooting out. But a cascade itself is not just a full-on set stream as some of these smaller ones are. And so you were able to narrow it down from like about maybe the roughly like 12 of these to about 3 bigger pools of water because of this factor. It will be the bigger streams. It will be the bigger flows that are the actual cascades rather than these, as I just said before, streams. But yeah, with that, you can easily pick between the 3 of them.
Okay.
Which one are you guys thinking of going through?
Wait. Do they all look the same? I'm sorry. I'm so confused now.
So when you were going up this river connects to about like a bunch of different water spouts and streams and a lot of things like that.
Okay.
You were picking the bigger one because you were thinking that might be it for the cascades, and then with that nature check, you can confirm yes, a cascade would have a lot more flow of water rather than a smaller set stream. So the best thing that well, actually with that 18 and 17, anything that's going upwards and anything that has a large water flow is your two streams that you're going for.
Okay.
So you've narrowed it down to 3 streams at this current point in time of the initial 12 that you're looking at, essentially.
I would roll a D3 at that point.
And there's
You guys
no way
can?
to like figure out like which one kind of looks the best out of the 3. Or is
Unfortunately,
just...
none of them look like a cascade. They just look like they form from a cascade because they are the higher sources of water, and they connect to this river. They're all coming up from these 3. Well, actually, I will say, looking up a bit ahead, give me perception checks from Amaris and Eileen because you two got the higher rolls.
Does this also pertain to my feat? My natural
Mountain for natural explorers. I'll allow it.
Because I gotta let you know,
but
it is
25.
doubled. It is doubled. And advantage.
Yeah. I'll allow it. But that 25 is enough already. But either way,
Thank
26. You guys keep one upping each other. As you are both just kind of following up ahead, looking up, you can see that there is a curve on one and a bend of one of the waters themselves that kind of like leans over, going farther down to the east, and you can kind of pay attention for a moment before you realize that you see that it's no longer rising up, that stream from this distance. You can kind of narrow it down that the right side of this place is not the right path that you're heading to. If you're looking for cascades, the only other two that you can't fully see in the distance that keep going up at this far of a perception that you can see are definitely the middle one and the left one of these three that you kind of narrowed it down to. So you've narrowed it down to now 2 possible paths.
Let's go for the middle.
All right.
Yep, she'll nod.
Fair enough. Traversing over through the first bit now without a rowboat, because you guys had to leave it behind when you were traversing the forest. You can kind of semi-forward at the lowest point, in which I'm not going to make you roll because you have 2 expert guides that are going to kind of get you above the first river that you're passing through that you think might be a cascade, and eventually getting to the middle until you guys start actually having to start trekking through the rocks. At this point in time, as you guys are hiking up, there are a lot more stumble based and loose rocks. You start to notice at this elevation too. You see there's like a large bird up. Oh my god! There's a large bird up above a lot of you. As it just kind of like circles around for a moment and then starts heading a little bit towards the mountains. There is a breath of weird life as you start hearing a little bit of chitter as you get higher and higher up into these mountains, before eventually, Eileen and Maris, you were the first 2 to hear it. There's a bit of rushing water. With this being said, you follow the path up just a little further until eventually the surface of this rock face gets way too steep for any of you guys. And up ahead, you see there is maybe, at least what it looks like. Actually, you know what? With those perceptions, screw it. You see on the side of the mountain, there seems to be a hole in which the water is surfacing through and pouring down the side of the mountain. And it has created a large kind of pathway for itself through years of erosion. And it funnels its way down. You are kind of next to that river and next to that area. It is a very fast, sudden drop of water as you feel like mist and spray from the water itself. As it cascades downwards past this area. The cliffside is a near 80 degree kind of jump as you would have to start climbing that area, but you see maybe about 200 feet above you. It looks like you might see the source of where that cascade's coming from.
That's interesting.
Hell yeah.
What do you all wish to do?
Well, we climb.
You're all climbing?
I would like to find a drier area to climb. I'm not going to climb right here.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I know.
You can easily go a bit, since this is the middle one. Yeah, no, you can go a bit westward in this regard here, and maybe go about 100 or so feet off of it, and you can get to a point where there's not too much water anymore. And at this point in time, I will say the rain that was kind of drizzling did end, but it didn't look like there was much rain here in the mountains, luckily. As you guys also get to this point in time, I will say that there's been this kind of hazy, foggy mistiness to this whole place, but now that these rather, what can I say? Almost this kind of clay gray that this mountain kind of persists and gives off suddenly has a lot more vibrancy and color as you kind of peek off of this mist and you look over, and now you can see a large view of the area you once were in, where you see this canopy of trees just going downwards until eventually kind of disappears and fades a little bit into the mists. And above you now is a very much more clear sky of gray clouds up above. It's a weird change of atmosphere, but it's also kind of nice. Along with this, I will say, some of you, although you're wearing the warmer gear, the cold sets in a little bit, but no one is suffering from any effects. Just letting you know, it's getting cold now. Mountains are your favorite terrain, my ass. All right. With this though, there's a bit of light snow that you are seeing surround some of the treetops and things of that nature here. Some of the surface of this mountain, while it is not icy per se, it's a little more what's it called? It's a little more wet. It's just not as wet as the side of the mountain where the stream was just bursting through. But you guys are free to climb now if you wish.
Okay.
Okay.
Grab
Who's
climbing
climbing? You're climbing. You're fair enough. Who is climbing?
I just I'm gonna let them figure it out. I'm gonna let them climb first, and then I'll climb with the climbing gear afterwards.
Fair.
Before I climb though, I'm gonna look over to our trackers. Ask them, because obviously I didn't pull out the thing. Does this look like the best? Is this the best spot to gather this sort of foliage?
Soldar just kind of looks out over at the tree top line. He just seems to kind of be looking out in the distance, either at something or maybe trying to triangulate his location. But he just kind of looks out for a moment before he turns over to you. This would be my best guess. There is your cascade. There is your cliff face. I would assume so.
Okay.
Once again, I apologize. I've never seen such a flower.
That's fine.
All right. With that, if you do wish to go ahead and climbing, I will need athletic checks from whoever is going for the climb. It is 200 feet up of an 80-degree climb.
I mean, I can put in the pythons and everything if you guys want me to.
Yes, please.
All right. Just give me the climbing kit.
Eileen hands him the climbing gear and the pythons and the hammer.
Okay. I will. I'm having flashbacks to Ravenloft when I had to do this.
The climber's kit
Eileen
has
would, but she's not strong.
the climber gear has boots for you, gloves, a harness, all that kind of good stuff, pythons, all that kind of stuff. So you can easily kit yourself out, no problem.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's do it.
All right. As you go on up, you begin getting your positioning ready, and you're going to kind of just be going about like 25-foot intervals, just ding, 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 hammering in the pythons and keep on going up. So first things first, to get you started, let's hit you with that athletics check, please. Since you have the climbing gear, you get, I believe, I'm just double checking.
Advantage?
I'm sorry?
Advantage?
Yes, you get advantage on the climb at the moment.
Okay, so athletics with advantage.
Yes, please.
You got it. That's a 17.
Wow.
Real glad I rolled a nat 1 as I was like getting onto it. That way I would have just been like, ugh.
Yeah. There's a quick like trip almost that Thorn does. He just kind of does a quick jump leap and then whoop, doesn't realize that isn't the best idea. Leans back a little bit and lets himself fall back down to the beginning before going on his secondary climb. Now, Thorn, the tricky part about this is even though you have the spike boots and everything, that small sheer surface of either a layer of ice that's naturally kind of on this mountain is harming the climb a little bit. This is not an easy climb, but you muscle through it and just barely pass as you start climbing up this place. You can easily get to your first mark of 25 feet, hammer in your python, tie it around, and you have a 25-foot rope going downwards at the moment.
Woohoo.
All right, that's the first area.
Another roll.
And with that, since you just barely passed, I'll say you made it about 30 feet up at this point in time. Yeah, these athletics checks are going to determine how well and how safely you can pertinently climb through this place. I will say,
Gotcha.
at about the 50-foot mark, you do see an area where you think you can like flat rest, like there's a slight jut from the cliff edge.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
All right, want me to roll again?
Yes, please.
All right, here we go. 17 again.
Bro,
I'm
what?
not rolling. I'm not rolling super high today.
17 again.
Hey, I made it last time. I'm happy about that.
This is you're
I'm not a climber, man.
You're not a climber. Yeah, that's the thing.
I've been in valleys.
Physically, yeah, I was about to say physically, you've been pretty fit in a lot of aspects. You have dominated in a lot of forms of combat and things of that nature. But climbing is kicking your ass. It's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother set of muscles that you're not used to using as you're just trying to kind of go on up there. You do make it to the top there, and although you think you're still doing pretty good, better than normal, it's still rough out here. But eventually you do make your way, and you get you get a full 50 feet of rope on another anchor point for yourself as you climb on up to the next onto the next spot. And I'd say you could kind of get yourself into a good position to start the next area, but you're only on that 50-foot like opening. You still got another 150 feet to go, and you're trying to kind of move sideways a little bit so you can kind of get next to and above the cascade.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, okay. We keep going.
You got this.
Nat 20.
Hey!
Oh, thank God.
After that first bad startup, you really wanted to make sure that your footing and everything was good as you got to the next area, and you were easily able to do so as you just start maneuvering and making your way over to the side. This is getting a lot easier for you now that you're having a little bit more practice in there. You can make it up over a little bit over 100 feet from where you currently are at this point, giving you about 150 foot of movement. Do you guys have enough rope to go 150 feet, or no?
I can tie the rope that I have along with his, because mine is 180 feet.
Yeah, if you use your then for sure. Easy enough. As you start climbing up through, you're about 150 feet or so. You can start hearing the roaring of the water as it shoots out through the side of the mountain wall. You can kind of see up ahead of you and a little bit to the side that you can make it there. It just takes a little bit longer, and you'll actually be able to get over there. You also kind of wrap around at a point. In between you and the area that you're trying to go to. There is a tree. That's kind of growing onto the side of this mountain that you kind of use as a resting point for a moment before you get your breath to go for the next bit.
All right.
This could be it.
Ooh, please, baby. 14.
Okay. As you go for your next area, as you start putting in the next python into there, you start getting in to hammer it in, and unfortunately, as you put it in there with your hand, you pulled out the hammer, you start leaning backwards. Now, I will ask you, you are beginning to fall, and there's nothing stopping you from falling at this point in time, but that anchor is going to catch you. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Not with advantage, right?
Not with advantage, no.
Okay. 22.
22. As you start falling back, you quickly pray that anchor is good enough for you as you start looking around for anything to do before you are caught by the rope and hit into the side of this mountain. There's a little bit of a quick thud. Some of you guys are watching it, and some rocks being just kind of slide down next to you, Thorn. But you hold on to the hammer that you were holding on to use for the pythons at the moment. You do not drop it, and you take no damage from hitting the side of the cliff.
All right, let's try it again.
Oh, God.
16.
Oh my God.
Thorn, with the last extra bit of your strength, you start climbing up there, and you make it to about the 180-foot mark, and you see you're now side by side with the cascade. There's some bushes, there is some foliage growing around it right now, and you're like, maybe there might be something there, but you can't see from this angle before you start slipping for a moment and hold yourself. 16 is just what you needed, by the way. That is just what you needed. This is a 16 DC cliffside, bro.
Oh my God.
You would think with a +9 it wouldn't be that hard.
With a
but
+9
I'm
with
terrified.
advantage.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
rolling pretty low on my athletics today.
All right.
All right.
Okay. One more
For the-
athletics check,
For
I'm
the last,
guessing.
yes, for the last bit with the tied rope, using that anchor. Good luck.
There we go. 21.
21. Renewing your strength and finally getting your way over to the side of the rope, you pull yourself over to the cascade to the point where you're above it, about 5 feet over, and you start looking over at the foliage. You start checking to see if anything is there, any flowers or anything inside the brushes. And to your dismay, there is a flower there, but there is specifically only 2.
Yeah.
They look
that's what I
they look very much like the picture, but there is currently only 2 of those flowers.
Yeah. Yeah. I just shake my head and lean over the side and just. Alright, it should be good. I found some of the flowers, but looks like we're gonna need 8 more.
You're shouting this down to the group.
Yeah.
They're about 200 feet away. Yeah.
So, does the mountain?
I'm not
go
picking them. I'm waiting for them to come up and pick it because I don't trust myself.
Does the mountain go across? The high thorn is that? I can't really tell.
Does the mountain go across? I'm sorry.
Yeah, is he just on a singular ledge, or is he on like
So
another?
where the cascade kind of comes out from, the water's going down, but on the sides of it, where it's still wet, but there is like an actual place where there is forms of moss, some extra plant life growing out of the sides, and through some of the cracks, there are 2 flowers that seem to be very similar to the picture that the abbot had drawn.
Okay.
Okay, we're going up one by one. The next strongest person needs to be the last one to go up.
All right.
Okay. Thorn. You didn't want to cut it. You wanted someone else to go through, so you left the rope kind of out and everything.
Oh no!
Correct?
I mean, like, I'm staying up there. What I'm saying is like I'm not fucking with the flowers.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust myself harvesting the flowers, so
Got it.
I'm letting somebody else do that.
Got it. Okay. So who
Good.
is so who is going then? I apologize.
Probably, I want to say Amaris.
Really quick. Am I up on like a plateau or something? Like, where am I?
So above you, you can see, and you can maybe see that there is a rising cliff face, and then eventually a cliff edge, maybe about 400 or so feet above you. But you have climbed up a large cliffside as a very steep, like almost 90-degree wall, essentially upwards. It just has a little bit of surface has been going upwards, mostly 80 degrees, lowering to 70, etc., etc. You're right now above that cascade of that waterfall flowing. You're maybe like 3 feet above it.
Okay, so I'm not
You're not
like,
at the water.
standing on something.
No, you're holding onto the side of this place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rock climbing's wild, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can go next.
All right.
All right. You're going up on the rope that Thorn provided?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me an athletics check for that, please. With advantage because of the rope.
Man.
And the DC is cut because of the rope. You're not free climbing.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's basically a free pass, but we're going to see if you fail by any means. You do not. Easy enough. With actually a 21, it doesn't take you long to get to the first kind of point, and you catch your breath for a moment before continuing onwards, and you make it up to the tree, no problem, and eventually can make it over to the cascade. Once again, a traverse path is way easier than making a path.
Yep.
So, props to the boy Thorn. But you make it up there within about 10 minutes or so of climbing, following Thorn's lead, to make it safely there.
Amaris.
Until you two are eventually there.
Yeah, I'll climb it.
I'll be right here.
I don't know if it's gonna be much.
Wait,
What's up?
hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
There's the 2 flowers here, and we're just hanging on to like the side and everything.
Yes.
There's no reason for us to all just climb here, is there?
Good observation.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, when Eileen gets up here, I'm just gonna say, hey, can you like get the flowers? That just,
Sure.
that just stuck out to me. I was like, why are we all gonna climb up and hang off the wall just to get these and go back down?
I don't know. I was following everyone else's lead in this curry now.
No, totally fair. I thought that's why I asked if we were on a plateau. Like, I thought we got up to like a cliffside and
No,
we're like climbing up there.
you are hanging on the side of a mountain.
So
This is a
it was
cliff
like-
edge.
It was just taking me a second when you were like, all right, you're gonna climb up there too? All right. I was like, hold on. Wait. Before we do this, this isn't going to be like Argynvost Holt again, where we're like floating upwards into the rafters going, where do we go now?
Okay. I'll just take my dagger and get the flowers.
All right, sleight of hand or nature check, your pick. I could also hold on. What's the wisdom one? I think there's a wisdom one for this too. Just double checking.
Assuming that was survival.
Yeah, survival, nature, or sleight of hand. Your
I'm gonna
pick.
do survival.
Go for it.
Ooh,
Easy.
good roll.
Easily enough. Getting off both of them, not fully from, not cutting at both of them, but pulling them both a little bit from the roots at least gives them a little bit of time to absorb whatever is left or what they got from there, giving them a little bit of a longer lifespan. Easy enough for you. You pulled them out just fine, and without slipping, which is even better.
Yay.
All right.
All right, back down we go.
I need another athletic check from the both of you.
Oh wait, we gotta pull out the pythons, guys.
You have advantage. And yeah,
Well,
who,
yeah,
who's,
I
pull,
told-
who's
I'm
pulling
going
up-
last.
You're
Let
pulling up.
Eileen go down safely. I'll do what I need to do.
Got it.
Going down.
Alright.
I'll
Got
hope
advantage,
Morrow
though.
catches me if I fall.
Okay.
7.
And Eileen, you are not connected to the harness. You're just connected to the rope.
Yep.
Can I try to grab her if it looks like she's gonna fall?
You were staying behind for the pythons, so she has to
Yeah,
get
but
to
she's
connect
still
with-
up there with me.
Right, but that's a 25-foot gap between each python.
Oh.
So you have to stay behind
Oh.
25 feet at all times, essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, better be ready to catch this one.
She's like
She can fly.
she's 70 feet to your right and also a bit up ahead. Anyways, the important thing here. Eileen, you start kind of going back and you get to the point where you're at the tree. As you start climbing over the tree and you hear a crack quickly at the tree. So you go and reach out your hand to at least grab some form of safety before you grab onto a branch that breaks. And you begin to look forward as you start falling forward and you are going to start tumbling down the side of this mountain. Is there anything you wish to do, or are you just going to start tumbling down the side of this mountain?
I don't want to use my ability now for it though, because it's a one-time thing for 10 fucking minutes.
Then it's your choice. You can either make me an athletics or acrobatics check if you don't want to do that.
I would say Octave has Featherfall, but he's deafened and he's not doing anything.
So,
How far does
acrobatics.
Featherfall, how far does Featherfall aim? Let me see.
I have no
Yeah,
I
idea.
think
60
it's 60
feet.
feet.
60 feet? All right. Someone roll me a d20. He's gonna have to run. Let's see what
Got
he
it.
can do. He's gonna have to do an athletics check if he's going to try to do that.
Oh, nice.
17. As Octave has been kind of paying attention, just kind of walking, just preemptively expecting something like this. Eileen, do still make me an acrobatics check if you're falling, because that is a 60-foot range for it, but you fell around the 130 to 150 foot mark.
Okay. 22.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
pretty good.
Hitting onto the side of the mountain, you kind of take it and you begin to kind of roll, and out of nowhere, as you're all thinking she's about to run and roll out of control, she just kind of hits a vertical run, just and gets up onto her feet and starts like kind of running and rushing down the mountain. As you're thinking, what do I do next? What do I do next? What do I do next? You are forced to kind of jump up for a moment before you feel that weightlessness hit you, and you start floating down the rest of the way. as you look over to the side, as you see a smiling Oknev who's pointing over at you and then gives you a thumbs up as you start slowly descending as you jumped off the side of this mountain. You still take for the roll, but reduce. You take half of it because the acrobatics check.
And thanks to your feat.
Yes, 11 and then 4 and then 5 16 halved 8. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you rolled around, only for the first couple of feet before you were able to be given that soft descent from the featherfall, landing back down into safety. Thorn, you look up from the top as you just were kind of removing one of the pythons. You saw Eileen start to tumble that jump, and then you see the fall. Whatever your thoughts are your thoughts, but you just watched as she almost plummeted.
I'm just happy that Oknev was down there.
All right.
Scary.
Yeah.
What? Falling through the cliff surface? No, that's fine.
Alright, so now I gotta make a check.
Yes, you do.
Alright. I'm fine.
Thank God.
No matter what, you had the harness. This is more of the speed of which you were able to get down. You were able to get down just fine. I will say though, as you get down, you're a little out of breath. Make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
You got it.
Don't worry, man. I'm right next to you.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm with you there, so that's 15 then.
I'll allow it.
You said as I get
You're
down,
able-
so
I know.
I'm down.
You catch your breath, and as you feel like you're about to hit a cough, Maro just kind of taps your shoulder a little bit, just checking up on you, and you get a good breath in, and you do not suffer any points of exhaustion.
Let's go.
Back down.
Thanks, Morrow. I didn't want to have to burn
This close.
Indomitable this early.
This close. This close.
The best part of heroic.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll allow it because that acrobatics roll. Eileen, as you were the one that was carrying the flowers,
No.
you made sure to protect them rather than yourself with a 22. I'll allow it. Oknev, you spent one feather fall to make sure Eileen did not fall. I'm assuming you were cool with that.
I feel them fall. What you mean?
Okay then. The flowers are ruined.
No.
All right. As you kind of get down, and as that's done, the guides kind of come over to you. Zoldar kind of comes over to you to the side and just goes, "Well, did you find what you were looking for?"
No.
Yes, but no.
We have 8 more flowers to find.
But we did find some, correct?
For that much effort?
Yeah.
Seems to be how this country treats us.
If you're trying to find all 10 by the end of the day, you're going to have some struggles then.
There's gotta be a better way to do this.
Or at least this will take you to the end of the night if you're doing it like this.
You should actually.
Um,
How long do these last?
hold on.
Wait,
Hmm.
can't you-
I think I might
isn't
test
there a
something.
spell for like locating things? Can't you guys cast it?
Hold on.
Okay.
I knew that we were looking for these, so I had something prepared. If you would let me finish, Thorn.
I didn't know you were talking.
Cast locate object.
Within 1,000 feet.
Yeah. Let's see if we can locate exactly these flowers. Since we have the flowers visibly.
There's gotta be a better way. Fucking
There-
Amara saves the day.
There are some more. You immediately get a ping west and up.
Just one?
You don't know how many specific. It's just the closest one, right? Or do you get to know how many?
It says here, sense direction to the object's location as long as the object's within 1,000 feet of you.
Oh, is it any within 1,000 feet?
It's a describe your name and object that's familiar to you. So I'm
It
describing the
says-
flower.
It says locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
Okay, yes.
With
So
the way that this is saying, I think it's saying one flower.
It is the closest.
And
If
that-
you're trying to get it here, I will allow this technically. You're trying to find a bunch. I would say a bushel of them is different from a singular. Are you going for a bushel, or are you trying to find a singular?
Which ones do we have currently?
Yeah,
We have a singular.
You have
have
two at
two.
the moment,
Two.
which would have been in a way a bushel.
Yeah, which is more a pair.
So let's go with singular since we have a bushel nearby.
You have a mark for a single. It is the one that I had already mentioned, the west and north.
All right, just gonna gesture over to it. This one to the west, and also above us as well. Let's make our way over and see how easy it is to get to it.
Does anyone want to fly? Does anyone want to be a bird? Make
Let's
it easy
see.
for ourselves.
Let's see how hard it is to get to first,
Yeah.
and then we'll decide.
Yeah.
All right. Easily enough. With that, Soldar begins kind of guiding you guys a bit more westward until the ping kind of becomes a bit more upward than it does off to the side. But you can start seeing in the distance a bit there as you're turning to the side of the mountain. There's some more water kind of coming off, and you see it begin to stream and caress into the forest down below. But you are going up a little bit more, and it's getting a little bit colder here. But you can see now this one maybe is about 400 or so feet up. You are still getting that singular ping.
Sounds good.
Bird sounds good.
Yeah, you are getting that singular ping, Amaris, at the moment.
All right. Who wants to be the bird and who wants to carry Eileen?
Wait,
Um,
okay.
I can't be. I don't have to concentrate on this.
Ogna, you can use fly, correct?
Yes, but the bird lasts longer. I'm guessing we're going to have to go for many of these items, so the bird might be the better solution right now.
Yeah, probably.
If it helps for any of you guys to pick, a bird is not that bad.
Just make me a fucking bed. I can't stand the indecisiveness today. I don't know what's going on.
I don't trust you with polymorph after I was turned into a turtle.
He turned me into. Just make me a fucking bed, please.
Turn him into a...
Soldar just goes, "You turned you into a turtle."
First
But
time to save his life.
Before Yevgeny goes, "But you got better."
That was the second time.
No, the first time was when you're going to get hung.
I'm talking about the other time.
We don't talk about that time. I turned him into a bird.
Okay. Thorn just
Giant,
kind of,
giant bird. Owl.
fair enough. Thorn kind of
Yeah.
goes down, and there's a streak of kind of black feathers that go up into a more fiery kind of dark brown red. Before you have what's a clever name? Theagle? I don't know.
Theagle.
Yeah, we call him on.
No, well, he's a giant owl, so Thal.
Oh, did you say
I mean,
owl? I thought
He said
you
an
said
eagle, but okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
he
see
did
the
say
giant eagle. That's
You have.
Really?
Babale Saga turned into one.
I thought she was a giant owl.
Yes,
She was
an
a
owl.
giant owl.
Yeah.
Owl?
You just said giant eagle.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I thought you said he turned into
Dolphin.
an eagle. Okay, I thought you said eagle. Sorry.
He
Sorry.
did say eagle, then you
I
said
did-
eagle, but he
I-
said owl,
I-
then you
I-
said eagle,
I
but
thought.
owl. I'm a bird. Eileen, get on.
Okay.
Let's ride me.
I don't
Why
care
me?
what bird I am. Just
A
fly
frustrated-
you up to the fucking flowers.
A frustrated owl just coos you into a ride.
I will get on top of said fowl.
That's foul. All right, as you
Shut the fuck up.
as you as it's easy enough for you to get on Amaris, you kind of have a general location of where it is, and you can kind of point them out into a direction if that's what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, easy enough then. Yeah, Owlthorn and Eileen take off into the skies, and it does not take you guys very long until you're eventually up there, about 40 or so seconds. And you kind of start flying over and starting to look where the water kind of cascades. And both of you guys can make me a perception check if you'd like.
Okay.
I was
Giant
gonna
owl has
say that too
advantage.
because of I know they have advantage. I was gonna say because of the amazingness of an owl's sight. Can I see if there's any more flowers in the distance somewhere
Please do.
that wouldn't be triggered by Amaris?
Please do.
Would this go on to Natural Explorer?
That's I don't know what the
Uh,
modifier is for the owl.
It's a the modifier is a 5. So
All right, so
21.
that's an 18. Or yes. Wait.
Wait, no, because you have 3 already. Sorry.
Yeah.
But as for Natural Explorer, I'll allow it. It's a little weird because it's not very much times that you get to explore on the back of a giant bird, but I'll allow it as an overview
Yeah, girl.
because you have a profession with maps and such.
Hey yo!
Jesus. Okay. Right.
Let's go.
There you have it.
Pog.
Easy enough. You look on through and check over to the kind of spout of water that's shooting out from the side of the kind of the hole that you're at. You guys even fly over above, and you see that maybe about 20 feet or so, or sorry, not 20 feet or so, 200 feet or so past the point of what you're at, the mountain begins to kind of thin out a little bit more and starts to curve up before you see the fog starts to envelop it, maybe about 300 or so feet away. That's what both of you can see. Eileen, you spot the flower exactly in the spot where it was nearly last time. It's on one of the edges of where the water is spouting out, not anywhere else. And as you look through, you look around, you look at that area, you look at the nearby area, anything, you just spot the one flower.
This fucking bitch, I swear to God. Okay. She's gonna point at the one flower.
Better than no flowers, am I right, fellas?
I'll land there. Do we-
You're landing next to the cascade?
Or well, no, because that's like you know
it's
what I
just
mean.
shooting
I'm just
water.
like I'm kind of getting up like close enough to it so Eileen can like lean out and like cut it.
Okay. I will say then, Eileen, you can roll your flower checks for that one, but as the giant owl, please, if you wouldn't mind, I just either need you to be... I need to see you standing still, so I'm going to have you roll a +4 dex check at the moment, just to kind of help in this regard, to see how well you maintain yourself, and if you can give a steady hand to Eileen for this.
Yeah.
It's not like a hummingbird where you...
That
Ooh,
is 8 then.
it's 8 total. Yep. Eileen, it's a very, very shaky ride, and you have maybe a couple of seconds to do this. Please do it with disadvantage, with whichever one you're trying.
Survival.
Survival, go for it.
Did we see any other flowers?
22.
22. No, Eileen saw no
Okay.
other ones. With a
Well, I just
22
mean like in the distance because I know owls can see farther than people.
Yeah, for you, as it checked. Wait, did you roll with advantage? You did. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
Nothing that you were able to see with an 18, fortunately, and you or Eileen. As you're barely able to, you were forced to kind of cut out a part of the route as you were in this real quick scenario, but you were able to still get it out in time before one of the wings that the owl kind of has got sprayed a little bit, and it forced you guys to drop down for a moment, but you were able to both kind of recover. But you now have the other flower in hand, and that is 3 of the flowers that you need.
Okay. Good job. She pats its head.
Ooh.
If spell doesn't last forever, please hurry up.
Y'all stupid.
Once she has it, I would fly back down to the group.
Perfect. As you were able to dive down and make your way over, it's only been about maybe 7 minutes since they left. Wasn't too bad at all. And as they go down, Eileen pops out and she holds out the other flower.
The singular flower.
I need to locate more.
Are you casting it again? Okay, I was about to say. I was like, I know it lasts an hour. Don't worry. I know.
Oh.
Oh, is he just ending?
Just letting you know
Oh,
the time.
never-
Yes.
oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, you got like
Okay, so I'm
you got
still.
you got about like 54-ish minutes left of it.
All right.
Uh,
Is there any way you could locate a number of them?
Speaking of, as Eileen adds it to the pile and now has a full-on like group in her hand, and you're still looking for the single one, you check for singles. There seem to be no singles in your area.
Eh,
well, bushels though.
Bushels?
Okay.
The close. If you switch to bushels, it's the one currently in Eileen's hands.
That's
Okay.
rude.
Okay. All right. We're gonna have
You-
to do something.
you-
We're gonna
you-
have to do. No, hold on. We're gonna have to do something real quick. All right. We're gonna separate one.
Me,
Gonna hand it tomorrow.
I mean,
Okay.
you can just put it in the bag of holding quickly.
I completely forgot we had a bag of holding.
Yeah, I stole it. Was given it. Bought it. I bought it actually. Not know why I say stolen.
Whatever. Just put it in the bag.
Maybe it's just something.
Put
you
it in
can
the
steal.
bag of holding, so hopefully it'll maintain there.
All right. Easy enough. If you put them all in the bag of holding, if you're still on single at the moment, nada, zilch,
Then I'll switch over to bushel.
nada, zilch.
What about 2?
A bushel is basically more than one in a group. There's nothing within 1,000 feet.
Well,
There's nothing here.
we have an hour. We can try finding it just loosely.
Well, the now of the thou being a thou. Look at object only lasts 10 minutes, so I'd have to recast it again.
Speaking of, it's about to end. 30 seconds left.
So,
Yeah, so
you could fly very quickly that way. And see you find anything.
Which way?
Meeny, miny, left.
yeah, if you want me to ride on the thou and take off towards just circling around, might be for the best. Not exactly. I don't know how well I can be able to harvest that, but we should be able to circle around.
I will say
Come
one
on,
thing.
Thou.
One thing, even flying with the giant owl's speed, at a rush over there, making it back is risky, if not like almost impossible. At least from the map point, it seems to be about 2 miles that way, and then the 2 miles back. At a rush, maybe at best you could do it, but you already have about 53-ish minutes of it left. So you're not gonna. You'd have to go there, find it exactly, and pop back.
Man.
Like you'd have like 2 minutes at best.
I
Of wiggle
wonder
room.
something. This is a little weird. Can I see the flowers?
Yeah.
They're
Here.
yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna take the flowers
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to go down into a pile of dirt really quickly and plant them.
Okay. The roots are still salvaged, at least most of them. One of them has a little bit of
Okay.
damage. Go ahead.
Now this is gonna be really weird, but let's see if this works. Plant growth.
Spell channels vitality into plants within a specific area. There are 2 possible uses for the spell, either immediate or long-term benefits. If you cast the spell, one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot center on the point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot of movement. So it grows. I see what you're trying to do there.
Come on.
No, I appreciate it. I really do.
Come on.
But these
Hey, you
plants
could-
grow.
This
These
helps
plants grow in
save
roll
us
specific,
so much time, man.
these plants grow in specific conditions, like and you're trying to go like this. I will say I'll let you since you tried it. I will allow this first off. Roll a d20 with your Arcana, since this is the focus of what you're trying to do. So you're trying to at least duplicate or create another at the very least.
Roll
Come
high,
on.
roll high.
24.
Come on.
With that, you are able to grow another fully fledged one, and one more that's about half the size of the others.
How many do we need again?
10.
10.
10 full
I,
flowers.
So now
damn.
we need 6.
Damn.
Or
Well,
technically
I don't
5.5.
If that one
Ognev-
counts, then 5. But otherwise,
Ognev audibly just says, damn.
Wait, if that one counts, man.
if that one counts.
Well, no, the big one counts, but the halfway one definitely doesn't fucking count.
Hey, so almost short kings out there, you count. Don't worry.
Also, anyone roll an Arcana check for me.
I'll do it.
Why do I got a feeling it's like it's not even gonna last long enough?
With the way that the spell is, without being here for 8 hours, these 2 flowers will dissipate within 8 hours.
Yeah.
Or within a couple hours.
Yeah.
You know that
Still
just
need
from your own
7
spell.
flowers.
I just give the 3 back, and
I apologize.
I walk over. I don't care who. I put the who's with us? This NPC.
They just
There's
leave her in the bag of holding.
there's Ismark and then these two, the Soldard and yeah.
I take these 2
Penny.
flowers. I just walk up quick before they can say shit. Put it behind their ears and just walk over somewhere else. I'm annoyed.
Okay, so there's
So-
no flowers
Oh my
within.
god, this
All
is
right.
something else.
So the best thing to do then is we need to move over. I want to say that way.
If you're trying your best to go there, if you want to lose no ground, we will have to go with this tree line, but we might have to do some climbing. But we can possibly do that. Otherwise, we can try to cut through the forest. We'll be heading down, but we'll have to climb back up. Downward will be easier. Just don't go running into a tree.
What?
And
Going downwards will be easier if you don't go running into a tree.
just like,
Well, actually, your owl friend could get us down the mountain, and then we could go up it.
Yes, thou, you.
well, taking us down. How fast will that be? How about how far down do we have to travel?
He just kind of looks over. He just kind of you see him kind of lick his thumb for a moment as he just kind of looks forward and kind of holds it in front of him. Maybe 1 mile down there, at most. If that's too much for your friend, he could drop us off earlier than that.
Hey, DM.
Yes. Yes.
Could I shred down this mountain?
Oh There is so many trees, but I will allow an attempt. You need to go over here first if you're trying to get this away, though. At the very least, if you're trying to make it to your next destination.
I'm just gonna lean down for anybody who wants to get on to be taken where this dude's telling.
Yeah, I'm just. Please go.
Actually,
the spell is not gonna last that long. Hurry up.
Eileen will
Okay.
go. Eileen will go.
It can
how
carry
many,
2
how many
people.
people can I? Yeah, it can carry
Uh,
2 people.
Depends how. Well,
Not
2 for
Mara.
sure. 2 for sure. Depends on who you're carrying, though. If
Take
you were
a-
for example, as you look at through, if you go Ismark, Eileen, and Ognev, you can carry all 3 on a go. But if you got a Maris and Maro, that's it. You know.
Okay.
Just whoever wants to get on, then you get on.
Let's do those 3 first.
I'll
Alright.
get on.
He as they're getting on, your face kind of gets grabbed a little bit, Thorn, and you see on the side, Zoldar just kind of grabs it and looks like, look at me, okay, down there. You're going to be landing right over into that opening right there, between the 2 bushels. And as he's like pointing it out, your owl vision just kind of focuses and aims, and you can see that there is an opening to allow at least a point in and out of the tree line. You're going to aim for that. Come back immediately. You're in a rush. Back and forth as fast as you can, okay? Okay.
I'm gonna shred.
Once everybody's on, I'll just fucking I'll take off. I'll
Easy enough.
fly him down there as fast as I can.
With 2 people on your back and 1 person on your claws, you can carry the first 3 people. Who I believe was Eileen, Ismark, and Ognev, or am I incorrect?
I'm shredding
Yeah,
dog.
should be Eileen this one go.
I'm shredding dog.
Oh, you want to shred? Okay.
I want to shred.
Who wants to go on the
So-
3 then?
Was it
Yeah.
Eileen, Ismark, and Amaris then? Was it?
I could allow that. It's gonna be an athletics check for me.
He's a strapping young owl. He can do it.
It's gonna take. We're gonna do athletics check for these rides to see how fast you can make it with them.
Okay. Do owls does giant owl have advantage on that? Or-
No,
I don't know
no.
what these have.
No,
What's
you're carrying 3 people. Their strength is 13.
All right, what's their
But you are large,
modifier
though.
then?
Huh?
No, modifier is just +1.
+1.
Just a plus. All right,
Plus-
I'm just gonna
yes.
roll d20
Yeah,
then.
it's just a +1. You can carry these people because they're in your weight, but they're
That's
You're fine.
Hey.
You're fine. I told you, you'd be fine. You're
with,
strapping.
with amazing speed. You are back within about 20 minutes from the point before you're able to just drop down into that into that area. You guys are dropped down beautifully and perfectly, and before you're even able to say thank you, the wings kind of go up and a spiral ace up into the clouds for a moment before using that momentum and flying down, keeping that speed and accelerating all the way back. Not a problem.
Let's go.
All right. Aknev, you're trying to run through and you're trying to shred through the tree line down the mountain.
I got my wooden shield.
The trees are so cluttered. This is going to be an amazingly hard DC. Are you sure you want to do this?
All right, I'm in on the owl.
Can I finish bringing people down before
Yes.
you risk your concentration?
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no other use. Just
Okay.
do your owl's thing.
I'm gonna get whoever else I can before Aknev
Yeah,
starts his shredding.
As the group tries to like lower your distance and lower the amount that you will have to actually travel through, you start kind of making your way on over one more time, flying on until you can eventually find the group once again. All that's left is Maro, Yevgeny, and Zoldar. Who are you taking? You want to take them all, or?
I'll love you take all of them, dog.
Am I able to take them all?
Your strength right now, because you are a large-sized creature, which means you double the 15. Let's do some math real quick. How heavy are you, Maro?
Oh, I mean, a lie.
Yeah.
Never ask a paladin his weight.
225.
225.
Yeah.
Yevgeny is lightweight. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle, but you can barely carry them. You are over encumbered though.
Don't
in this regard
worry.
here, so you're gonna slow down a bit.
I'm
But
gonna-
that first
Ow.
made it.
You got this. Don't fuck up.
Who?
I think he meant
Okay.
you. All right. Make me an athletics
Oh, I
check
get
for me.
a.
Give it D10.
You gave me an inspiration. Sweet.
So that's
D10.
9 at the moment.
Give it very.
Roll a D10.
Good
Come on,
luck.
baby. 9.
That
11.
eight, that
Okay,
8
so
or
that's-
9 really.
That's
does
an
fit
11
up.
total.
You guys start seeing Fowl start cresting on over as you guys have kind of that tree line opening. I'd say, Eileen, you kind of even climbed a little bit of a tree to just kind of give yourself a good view. And you can kind of see them maybe about 500, 600, 800 feet away. And they're coming in on... It took them a little longer than you were expecting, but they are coming in before... in the air suddenly. No longer is there a Thowel, but a Thorn.
What?
And while Thorn, your owl form drops while you're in the sky,
Oh, it took too
while you're
long.
carrying people back. And suddenly 4 of you are plummeting into the forest tree line.
Hold up.
You are way back there, my friend.
That's what you think.
You're a mile away almost.
I was shredding.
Who's in the air
All
right
right.
now?
All right, let's see if you shred it in time. It is currently Maro, Thorn, Soldar, and Yevgeny are
Okay.
currently in the air. They're
Okay.
about 800 feet away
Waste.
from your
What
point.
am I rolling?
Try to help myself.
Yeah, well, you think how to help yourself.
Yeah.
You are going to need to roll the sickest acrobatics check you've ever rolled in your life.
I'm using
The
ancient
D-
knowledge.
The DC is 26, my guy.
26. Damn, that's a lot.
26.
Good thing I'm here. 20!
Let's go.
Holy shit!
Let's go.
Oh my god! Yes, dude!
That's our false god. That's our false god.
We interrupt this session of Curse of Strahd to bring you SSX fucking
I-
Limited Edition, baby!
can't believe it. As you look on above and as you start seeing them fly through, you go, they can make it. And you just jump up, you toss your shield up, and you land onto it. The immediate ice pack that you have starts hitting, and although it doesn't really seem like there is enough ice in general to make it all the way through, you still want to give it a shot. And that's when it hits you. As you jump, it kind of reverberated the sound into the mountain, and you start feeling a little bit of a rumble. And as you look behind you, snow hits and pushes you forward, launching you deep into this mountain. You have to basically spin and maneuver in the air so you don't hit the plethora of tree line that you are running into. This should be near impossible, but with your skinny nature and your ability to control your own movement here, you are bouncing off tree line to tree line and racing against this avalanche before you jump up and land in it and ride part of it halfway down the mountain. You jump over and you rush past this tree line as you are spinning, doing almost a 360 in the air. And as you do, you look above and you see Thorn, and the mental timer clicks into your head as you start seeing them plummet. And as you are above this tree line for a moment, spinning, you are within about 60 feet of them as you have jumped way above them. As you feather fall all of them and yourself. As you crash into a tree line for a moment before that feather fall takes the rest of the weight and you land down and skid and slow down and stop maybe about 400 feet away from that opening before Thorn, Morrow, Zoldar, and Yevgeny, you are all fall, and slow down before you hit the tree line. Easily able to slow down your guys' descent. I can't believe that.
Aknev is my favorite god.
Holy hell, dude.
Oh my god.
Bro, 26 on the fucking dot. You gave him a DC and he said bet.
Bet.
Say less.
Oh my god. That's wild. This shouldn't have happened. But I love it. As you guys, as you,
I don't want to be an owl again.
yeah,
Actually,
as
Thor
the
hits
rest
the
of you-
ground and he goes, I don't want to be an owl again.
As you do that, as you kind of look through, Morrow, you kind of land down too, and you check Zoldar. Zoldar kind of grabs onto a tree. He grabbed onto a branch and jumped off. And Yevgeny's just kind of upside down for a moment before he kind of rights himself up, grabs onto a tree, and jumps down the rest of the 20 feet, landing down. Hey, did you all do that?
I'm gonna look over to Hawknove.
Who's now walking in through the tree line, maybe about 20 to 40 feet away from y'all.
He's gonna nod. Let's keep moving. We did good work.
Thank you for not killing us.
Thank
All
you.
right.
I have a weird craving for mice. Was that normal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yevgeny pulls out a mouse from his pocket. It's dead, of course, but
My
Thor
man
like stares at it for a second and just is like,
do it.
I'm gonna try to let it pass. I'm gonna try to let it pass.
Yevgeny slowly retracts it before putting it back in his pocket and joining the others.
Is that cooked?
No,
Oh.
Amaris.
It will be later.
All right.
No.
Look, I'm hungry. There's no.
Even so,
We just gotta have faith.
out of
please.
his
It was-
pocket, even if it's not a mice, out of his pocket.
Still
I
have
mean,
rations
that's why
here.
we cook it.
I have rations here. They don't eat a lot, remember?
Just hand me a ration.
Toss it. And I keep walking. Even through all of that, there's just really there's no smile on them after doing that.
Good job, you guys. I'm glad you all are safe.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, let's find our rare fucking flower.
We still need 7, right?
Yup,
Okay.
7.
I knew this was gonna fucking suck.
Is there a way to know with like a place that I know we know they're gonna grow more here, but like is there a way to know like that climate that will make it like this one will have more or this one will have the least or blah blah blah?
Make a nature check to see if you know the flower.
Actually,
Eileen,
that's a good
please.
question. Could I also make an attempt?
Yeah.
can I just help Eileen?
Do you have proficiency in it?
Oh, I got Jack of Trades.
Not proficiency, my man.
I'll allow it.
That's half proficiency.
I'll allow this melding of the minds as you are frustrated and are willing to talk to someone to be like, can we get this done faster? Because at this point in time, you guys have spent maybe about 4 hours, 4.5-ish hours looking for these flowers.
Oh my god.
Well, traversing and looking, yeah.
4 hours for 3 flowers.
It's what, 9 what is it, like 10 p.m.?
You've got it's about you left at 6. It's at 10. It's like 10:30 right now.
Okay.
Oh my god. If this was me,
Anyone?
I would be losing my mind.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
The flower in particular, you don't know if it's different too much of the one from Faerun, but this actual flower, as the two of you kind of conversate, it does grow near sprouts of water, specifically because it is a flower that is much more needy of water itself. Second off, its specific climate only grows at the beginning of certain, well, as it even said, cascades, rivers, all that kind of stuff. But in its own, it is rare to find a multitude of them. The only kind of conditions that can create that are much more higher altitudes, and the flower begins blooming as soon as spring hits, and it lasts until about fall for the flower wise. Also, you now know. Do you still have those flowers in the bag of holding?
No, I took them out.
Good. Don't put them back in there. Don't. You will be losing them of their oxygen, and that is not what you want to do. Second, third thing, as I had said, they grow in colder climates. So the higher up you get, the more you might have.
We have to go really high up then.
Mm-hmm.
Which, because you did fly over, Eileen, you did get that really good natural 20, and all of you were taking rides over. You can see this mountain section is a bit taller than this one was. This one kind of flattened out until it hit that quick rise. This one just kind of seems to keep rising and rising and rising.
Okay. All right.
Up we go.
Try not to fall. I don't have a lot of spells to catch you.
Cruising on my bear top.
What?
Getting flowers from the moon.
Can I roll perception?
For what?
I feel we're being followed. I don't know why. Let's go
Please do.
perception.
Please go for it.
I feel like we're about to fucking step on a goddamn IED.
Without the D6, well, just 5, just the 12, just 12. I don't know why.
12? As you start kind of looking around, start maneuvering, and just trying to pay attention as your guides are kind of pushing you through, you kind of take a moment to look around, and you're pretty sure it's clear, actually. And as you're kind of looking around, Zoldar just kind of looks over at you for a moment and looks around and says, "So you noticed it too?"
Yeah, for a while now. Let me roll my deception.
Does he need to? Or does he just believe him?
Roll a deception.
No, he believes me.
He did approach you with it first, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, we're taking a small detour.
And he starts turning you guys over to the north as you guys were approaching west. And he turns you guys to the east. And as he kind of says that, and as you're wondering if he's even being truthful or anything, with that 12, you hear a very, very, very faint howl that also catches Amaris's ear in the distance.
Fucking wolves.
I had a feeling.
Hopefully we can get more flowers up here. And then go.
The guides begin to move you guys northward, and as they do so, they begin to go and start grabbing pieces of mud and start handing them.
Put this on your faces. Put this on yourselves. Get the scent off of you. We keep going north. Come on.
I have an idea.
Mhm.
I'm gonna grab a stone real quick. Preservation. Just smell of just really, really bloody meat, real blood shit. Dawn, throw this just southwards, really far.
Okay.
Alright, give me that athletic check, baby.
Below it.
See how far you can throw that stone.
19.
Pretty good though. Out of the tree line and out of your distance, out of your radius here, as you guys go a bit northward. Are you guys putting on the mud or no?
Yeah.
If they said it, yeah.
Sure.
I'm grabbing 2 more stones, doing that, and just looking at Dawn southeast and southwest, if you don't mind.
Could I
Sure.
also help out this
do
group with
That,
pass without a trace?
You can,
and then
which is
that. Hey, and that 20 on one.
There we
So,
go.
Jesus.
28 was southeast, and the 29 was southwest for throwing those other rocks.
No, that shit hit. No, that shit hit
you-
Strahd, bro.
You hear a like just shoot out
Just hear-
before. Yeah. When is it going to?
Also, with putting the mud on really quick, I'm gonna put it on, but I'm not putting it on my hands, and I'm not gonna put it on my feet. That way, I'm not like slipping and fucking sliding around.
All good.
Yeah.
As it goes, and if everyone is doing that, then I need you guys to make a group stealth or survival check. You can use either stealth or survival. I will allow the pass without a trace to be added to the survival check. This is to mask yourself and hide yourself in the location here, and to since you are going a bit northward.
Do we all collectively have to do
This
one?
is collectively, yes. This is a collective group effort, but the guides are a part of it, and they're helping.
So, I think we have.
With the mud. Sorry, and with the mud advantage. Sorry.
I feel like we have better stealth, technically.
You have
But
better
I-
survival.
No. You guys can choose which. It's a failure or success. You can be individual to check.
Oh, so we can do. Oh,
yeah.
thank God.
With the guides here, with the guides, yeah. Oh my God.
You can't see me.
38.
I gotta roll
Where
my
am I?
survival then.
I'm
not
deleting
here.
Eileen's. I'm deleting Eileen's sheet. I'm deleting her sheet.
Let's go.
She's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
We have
That's a
38.
20. Good. Yeah, because 38. What?
Oh, because 38 Eileen.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
30.
Oh. No, it's 48 for Eileen with Pass Without a Trace.
No, that's already added.
It's already added.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that,
the plus- the
oh,
plus
she doesn't have the 11.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
38, 30. Perfect. All right, keep them rolling. Ismark gets a...
So I'm just gonna roll advantage
22.
on survival here.
Yo, let's go, Morris. 37.
That's Michael.
We know.
Yep, and your guide's got a natural 20 and an 18.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
they're worth their snuff, man. They're worth their snuff.
Alright, let's see this baby. Oh.
Alright, Morris.
16.
16, baby. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah,
That
bro.
they
Hey,
can't
at
all
least
do
it wasn't a
this.
1. At
Bro,
least it
sometimes I
wasn't a
feel like
1.
Charlie Brown around here, man. Just like
34. I got a rock.
rats.
Collectively as a group and with your guides telling you when to stop, start making movement, when not to, when to, and everything like that, and your own effect of being stealthy, the tracking actually I forgot you need. Well, I mean they're. Let's see. Oh my God.
Do the smelly rocks, you know?
Yeah,
mess
no,
them up.
that's what I was doing. That's what I was checking for if they got anything for that. But with the combination of the smelly rocks, pass without a trace, the mud, the help of the guides, and your guys' collective like stealth rolls all the way through. Besides a quick slip up of a moment where you all had to pause because unfortunately for a moment, Morrow, your armor clanked in a weird way. But that was about it. It got muffled up by the pass without a trace mostly. So it's pretty fine. You guys collectively became invisible for a little bit. Before about 30 minutes passes by and the band of possible wolves are gone. Okay. You can wipe it all off now. Let's keep moving.
Alright.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna clean everyone off for presentation real quick.
Easy enough. With that, within a couple of minutes, you guys get back to it and you guys keep on traversing. Now at about 11 a.m. today, with that avoided, you guys are good.
A well-oiled machine is what we are.
Yep. Beginning to climb back up the mountain. This is a little bit of a steep part right now, but it gets a little softer after you pass it. And as you guys are kind of going through and kind of entering through this this tree line area and doing your best to maintain that elevation and that rise and that momentum that you guys keep on going through, I'd say, who's up ahead with the guides?
I'm guessing Island. Oh, never mind.
Probably. I would say me
All right.
Yeah.
as well.
Then as you kind of get up to a small cliff point, and Yevgeny kind of pulls you up onto this next part, as you start going forward, you see Zoldar has kind of stopped in their tracks, and as you kind of just take a step forward, they kind of raise their hand and like put you to a stop.
Stop. She'll stop. What are they looking at?
As you see they're looking ahead, there's something in the distance. Make me a perception check.
Oh, god damn it.
You got this. You have eyes.
Godzilla.
Oh, I accidentally exited out the roll 20. God dang it.
19.
A 19. It's very far in the distance over here, but as you look outwards, you see a larger creature with antlers. You see an elk up ahead, maybe about 400 feet or so, which is the first one that you've currently seen here in Barovia. But you do remember the talk earlier of there's a lot more teeming life the higher up you go up, as the wolves have harder chances and harder times getting up here. As he just kind of leans forward.
In all my years, this may be the fourth elk I've ever seen.
Do you hunt these creatures?
Might make some good meat. Thinking about it.
Need me to hunt one?
You think you can do it?
She slowly closes her eyes. I think I can.
How dare you doubt me?
Don't mess this up then.
I still have Pass Without a Trace, right?
You still have Pass Without a Trace, yes.
I'm going to hunt this fucking elk.
Okay.
Just to show their fucking bitch-ass faces.
God damn! You tell him.
Alright, I'm gonna slowly creep up to the elk. And be as quiet as possible.
Okay. It's way in the distance, and as the others are coming up, they start telling you guys start being told that this is what Eileen is essentially doing.
Mhm.
As Zoldar is kind of following at about a 50 foot to about 100 foot backing up. All right. If you are going to stealth up to this, please go ahead and roll me a stealth check. You don't have an advantage this time.
And she won't need it. Right?
We'll
Yeah.
see.
We will see.
Shit. Nah, she's the best. That's pretty
25?
good. What? 26.
Or yeah, 26. I can count.
I know. That's why I trust you.
The elk. You start slowly working your way towards this elk and start moving in kind of a slower pace. A little. Actually, you don't need to because of your ability. You start moving up with a rather fast speed for an average hunter, but you begin kind of moving up towards your prey, and you begin to see it kind of just start. It seems to kind of be walking a little north face of the mountain as you're kind of going through. And as you kind of begin to approach it and try to get a little bit closer, it just keeps on going up and up. And eventually there's a point where it seems to be too steep before it leaps upwards onto a step and leaps onto another step. And you're going to have to climb to follow it a little bit.
I will do that.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
There it is. Don't worry, you're still good. You get like a extra +1. You're Eileen. You get the arms for days. That's
14?
14. It takes you an extra second, but you're able to go up. You're not able to just go up as fast as it is leaping because it's not trying to stealth. It's just trying to kind of walk away, but it hasn't chosen a full-on resting spot or anything. But you all are kind of beginning to follow, and luckily you guys are kind of going a little towards where you were kind of heading towards anyways. So it's a win-win in this hopeful case as you are just kind of beginning to move and follow and follow this elk that's just kind of keeping at bay for a moment, and it pauses for a second, kind of keeps its ears up, and you see it almost just kind of look around for a second, almost as if it's like searching for something or if it heard something, but you haven't moved that much.
It better not be eating the plants. It better not be eating the plants we need.
Okay. It looks around for a moment, and it seems to continue on its way. You've closed the distance from that 400 feet to maybe about 200 feet away at this point in time.
I move closer, stealthily.
keeping that stealth pace and keep on moving. The rest of the group, luckily for you, even though you're not as close as Eileen is, you still have to kind of go a little bit at a slower pace because of the stealth aspect of it. But you guys are just still moving, traversing as the guys are still bringing you up.
Can I just make a perception check while all this is happening? Because
Sure, for what?
I know the wolves kind of like went off and away a while back and everything, but
Just in case.
I don't know. There's still like something weird, especially with like the talk of like fucking mages and shit blowing people up. Like I just want to keep an eye out. If well, okay, they're laughing. I want to keep
Anyway.
I just want to keep an ear and eye out for anything just out of the usual.
Okay. Give me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Whatever.
Roll me one more d20, please, just for my sake.
Okay.
Should I roll perception? Because I'm still looking out for Fiona.
15.
Fiona.
If you're looking out for Fiona, sure. If you're just looking around, perception.
Look, I'm just saying she came this way. She was at the lake. I'm dead ass think she's up here in the mountains, just fucking with people.
All right, let me see something. Thorn. I'm down. Let me see Thorn. Okay. Nothing else to report, Thorn.
22.
22.
I got you, Thorn. I got you.
Yeah. As you start kind of just looking around, both of you can determine, as far as you are aware, there doesn't seem to be anything else really around besides you guys, Eileen, and then the elk up ahead. You don't see anything or hear anything.
Even if I did, Mars would, because Mars got ears for days.
Mars, you don't hear anything either.
Never mind.
Yeah. Everything seems clear.
We're gonna get jumped. I don't know why. I don't like this.
I feel like I said, I feel like we're about to get hit with like a fucking IED. Like somebody's gonna take a step forward and just out of nowhere.
I feel like we're gonna hit like the hunters, like the bear trap from DVD, and just someone's like,
The trapper.
and just like, or someone get like booted off the mountain. That's gonna be really funny.
Okay.
Unless it's not me.
All right, come on.
As it starts walking and going through, Eileen, you're finally getting a little bit closer and closer to it. And as you finally start getting there, you start also realizing that you're about to start reaching towards this cliff face. You look through, and there's a river maybe about 100 or so feet to your left, and you see the cliff face up ahead, and it seems to be walking towards the cliff face. Luckily, the cliff face isn't the 80 degree that you were looking at earlier. It seems to be much more of about a 60 to 50 degree angle. So it's a lot nicer, and you can see the water rushing from the mountaintop. And you can actually see way up ahead of you that there seems to be an entry point, like a hole, a couple or so 100 feet up the mountain. So you looks like you have been almost led to your next destination, which is a plus in that regard.
Right.
And as it starts getting up and you starts almost cornering itself at this cliff face, you see it just kind of go forward, and it just kind of just kind of makes a little noise as it hits the cliff face for a moment. And then it keeps walking for a moment. You're about maybe 100 or so feet away from it.
100 feet away from it?
Yeah, you're maybe about 100 feet away from it at this point, as it just kind of looks around. And you see it look, and it points its head upwards. And it begins to kind of lean downwards, and it looks like it's about to make a jump for another cliff edge thing.
Could I attempt to hit this elk before it goes up?
Before it goes up? All right. I'll roll initiative for the both of you. And we'll see.
But he doesn't see me.
Yeah. Well, because he's going mid-jump. He's going for the jump, is what I was saying.
Oh, like who
Yeah.
who gets there first? Me
Yes,
shooting
yeah.
or him jumping?
Yeah, because
Got it.
Yeah, because you said I just got a 17.
Okay. Fine then.
15. All right. They jump up almost 20 feet up into the air and land up onto another spot before you start kind of approaching and start getting through, and you fire off an arrow. But they did make it to the platform first. Please roll me an attack roll with advantage.
Okay. Let me take that off. $28.
28. Please roll your damage.
Okay.
points of damage onto the elk. Hold on.
9?
Right.
9.
9?
Oh, 9. Sorry, 9. 9.
The
I'm blind.
fuck?
I had 28 on the brain. Got it. You fire off this point as it just kind of lands, and as it lands, you just kind of hit the. You don't hit the at the heart exactly. You hit over to the side of the stomach, and you see it immediately just kind of buckle over to the side, and you just kind of hear it bleeding out for a second. Hold on. Okay. And as it just kind of does that, you see it just kind of lean over to the side and kind of fall over. And now it's about 20 feet up into the air, so you don't see exactly, but you see that it like kind of landed flat down.
I'm gonna get closer.
Okay, getting a little closer, you can get to kind of the edge, and you just hear as you all hear that as Soldar just goes, "She hit it. A little sloppy, but she hit it. Come on."
Oh, shut the fuck up, this bitch.
Hey, yo, girl, come on. He complimented. Girl, come on, girl. Don't.
He called me
He
sloppy.
negged her.
Nah,
That is not a compliment.
Girl,
It was a little backhanded too.
hey, yo, come on now. Come
Honestly,
on now.
I don't feel bad from stealing from it no more.
All right,
Dude, fuck these guys.
as you start going, they're about and once again, the elk is on a platform about 20 feet above you at this point in time. So since it's flat, you'd have to climb up a little bit to get to it, but you can kind of start getting towards out of the tree line here and start getting towards this opening now at the bottom of this cliff face here. I'm assuming the rest of you are coming up too, or no?
Well, yeah, at this point, yeah, we should, because we got to go do the flower thing soon.
Fair. And as you guys are kind of following it through, you all had that same idea of like, oh yeah, no, it's right here anyways. Perfect. And as
Still
you
watching the fucking tree line, I don't
Yo,
trust this.
that's what I'm saying.
I don't
bro.
fucking trust
That's
this,
what I'm
man.
saying.
Something
Another cool.
weird's up.
Walk up towards the Mars.
I'm taking the dodge action.
fair.
I know you've better ears and nose than most of us. I was wondering if you noticed something different. It feels kind of strange right now.
Mr. DM,
Yes.
I want clarification on one thing.
Yes.
You said that I don't hear. Is it that I don't hear anything unusual or don't hear anything at all?
Anything at all now that you realize it.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's weird.
No chirping, no animals, no anything.
Yeah.
And wait, in addition, there'll be more life up here.
A silent
So,
forest.
There
and a
was
deadly forest.
there was life over on the other area that you were at. This one.
Yeah.
Now that now
this
thinking
one.
about now moving through, there hasn't been a lot of noise.
Something's fucking here.
A silent
quite
forest
wrong.
is a deadly forest.
I'm
Very
gonna.
true.
What about Silent Mountain? Is that okay?
I'm just
Same,
gonna
same.
hold. I'm just gonna kind of hold my hand up. Something. This is supposed to be a lively area, you said, right?
As he's about to answer yes, he looks at you for a moment and thinks, and realizes. It gives you a knowing look for a moment. Eileen, as you begin approaching this elk,
I hate being right.
you start hearing just barks and shouts, and you look and you hear it, and you look for the source, and it should be right in front of you, but you see no source. You just hear loud dog barks in front of you.
In front of me?
Yeah, in front of you.
Invisible dogs.
And-
She looks confused. What?
As you have that moment of confusion, an arrow flies off of that rock that you had shot on the elk at the elk. Just the arrow. It's covered in blood, but it's just the arrow. And where you saw that elk standing on the rocky spur, about 20 feet or so above you, there no longer is. Instead, there is a man who's holding onto the side of his, well, onto his side itself, that seems to have a blood wound onto it. You look over at him. He's currently in about tattered dark green and black robes. As he looks down at you with gritted teeth, he has a long black beard that's streaked with patches of gray onto it, and he wears a large cap of an elk.
That's cool.
His eyes begin to crackle
Not
as the
cool.
eyes go from what normal eyes would look like, at least, to a whitish purple as they crackle with eldritch energy. And he says, "Chase me all the way up here, would you? You think my magic has grown weak? Think again!"
We're
As
not,
he
we're
raises
not looking
both
for
of-
you.
As he raises both of his hands up, 4 of him spread from himself. And you hear a crackle as both of his hands exude a force of arcane energy. You feel the air shift as the dog is still barking in front of you. You all see this now, maybe about 50 feet behind Eileen. You shout out, "We are not looking for you," as he just goes, "Lying will get you nowhere!" I need everyone to roll for initiative when we get back. We're gonna go on our break for right
Is
now.
this Mordecai?
Did he go crazy after getting his ass whooped?
That's what I'm thinking. Did he fucking become a mountain man because he
You
can't
know,
leave?
I guess this doesn't. I guess it's not gonna be this tonight. But
I feel a lot low key. I feel a lot better after how he snubbed us in the other campaign. You know what? He deserves this shit.
It's Tome of Foes.
I
No.
knew some fucked up shit was gonna happen.
All right,
It's
folks,
just like-
we're gonna go into break.
Yeah, we're gonna go into break real quick. I'm gonna set the mood for when we come back.
Oh,
Oh, I'm excited.
We're fighting.
Oh, I'm excited.
so glad I
Right.
took. I'm so glad I took methodical today.
I was just like, you told me to pay attention. I'm like, huh, that's all right. Cool. I'll pay attention.
And that's how I recovered from Pez dispensers.
You're so cool, bro.
Thanks, man.
Honestly,
Thanks. It's a recovery process, but you know what? We all get there.
I wish the
Anyways.
best for you.
When are we soon start the stream?
Yeah, it's been going.
It's a real
Welcome back,
struggle
everybody.
dealing with
Hope-
addiction, you know.
Welcome back, everybody. Hello, and we're gonna get right back into this because we started a little late, so we're going to just try to make up for that in the second half here. But to recap for those that haven't been here, the towns themselves, after eventually going through and trying to complete the Abbot's challenge of finding out, or not finding out, but searching for flowers up into Mount Bartok itself to gather them for a bouquet. Unfortunately, finding out that it's actually rather hard. It's actually a rather hard task to do, just due to the fact that the flowers are not really grouped up well together. The group eventually headed up to the west area, and thanks to their guides, they were able to avert any encounters with any wolves. However, they did in fact find an elk because of this. Going forward and finding this elk, Eileen egged on a little bit to go and hunt it, got pushed forward, and eventually shot an arrow at it as it was jumping upwards onto the side of this mountain. Unfortunately, as she had done so, and as she began to walk forward, a random dog sounded like as if they were barking, although the dog seemed to not be anywhere visible. Then the elk rose up as a human with a long blackened beard with gray spots on it, an angered, furrowed look, crackling energy in their eyes, and suddenly slamming their hands down, creating 4 of them as the rest of the group approached forward. This no longer elk, this man, this man of large stature, large but thin stature, in these intricate looking robes, facing downwards now towards Eileen and now towards the rest of the group, as he had shouted out, "You think my magic weak? Think again!" Before all of you, I need all of you to roll for initiative.
Get me on
So-
a map.
As whether or not you are attacking, an attack has been made, and this mad mage does not seem to take privy to anything.
So did my counter
Can
spell
we
go
be
off?
on that map?
Did my counter spell go off? Question mark.
Counter spell for what?
Whatever magic he did to like split himself into 4 people.
I'll say, you know what?
But didn't have an
You know what?
icon.
You were, yeah. This is the mad mage. Don't worry about it.
Like from Baldur's, like from
You guys are in this red spot. You guys are approaching. Eileen, you are in this spot here. This is where the mage is. As you guys go up here, this is both a vertical and forward. For basically for every space this is going, this is also going up. This is an angle. The
Oh, I
moment you
hate
hit this
that.
cliff face. Anyways, with that being said, you wish to pull off the counter spell. Let me see.
since it's not like it's not command, I can finally describe like what my counterspell looks like right now. Can we please roll high? On God.
Man.
My legs don't work like they used to before.
Why can
I'll
I
allow
not pull my token onto the map?
All right.
Can you not?
I'm clicking on it. Like I'm clicking.
You gotta
on my
drag
sheet.
it.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to drag it.
Here,
but
let me
it's
try.
not-
Works for
it's
me.
not-
Why are you at 8 health?
Oh
me
yeah,
heal.
I didn't read that.
Get off me, bro.
I just gotta reset everything, dude.
1 second. I'll help him out. Fuck off me. I'll be a bigger person. I'll move. I'm gonna ancient knowledge my initiative roll if y'all don't mind, because I like not being.
Be spaced out a little bit.
I'll say actually over here, roughly. There we go. All right. Is everyone comfortable with where they're at?
I'm not gonna ancient knowledge. I'm fine.
I'll-
I'm fine.
I have no
Okay.
choice.
All right. So you are counterspelling?
I am.
Okay. As you just kind of go through, and as you kind of look through the tree line, you kind of see him as you're approaching, and you begin. Is counterspell somatic? It is somatic. Okay. You begin to kind of just move forward and try to shoot it on out, and he looks back down as you are trying to do that, looking directly over at you as you all are approaching. And you just hear, "I don't think so," as he's going to shoot back his own counterspell over at you.
Bitch.
I'm assuming you were casting it at 3?
Yeah.
Yep. 3 to 3 cancel each other out.
I'll
He countered the
describe.
counterspell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is
I'll
something
tell
you
it.
can do.
Oh, I know. That's just funny.
I'll describe my counterspell later, I guess.
As it fizzles in front of you, I apologize. Actually, I will say, since you did do that, you see, as he shuts that out, you all see quickly, he just quickly, the eyes are wild as they're looking over at all of you suddenly as you're all approaching. But his mouth begins to just slowly move as if he's mouthing something to himself. Amaris, are you trying to read it?
Yeah, I mean, if I can see him, yeah, I'll try to read it.
Okay. Make me a perception check to try to see it, because you are trying to go through the kind of the trees a little bit. So you're kind of trying to read the lips through the trees. That's the only hard part about it. It's not a high DC, but it's.
I get. Yeah. I
don't know what he's. You don't know what he's. You don't know what he's saying right there. I apologize.
It's one of those kind of days, huh?
All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna just real quick. I'm gonna just make sure the
shift?
next roll ain't no. All right, cool.
Why did you do that? Why did you do it?
I just didn't feel safe. You know, like I just wanted safety.
Respect.
Okay.
You
Roll
know,
this
certain
one.
lady is going to be calling you out on your bad luck again. You know that, right?
Don't start.
Okay. And then let me get these guys' initiative rolls. All right. Ismark +1. 6.
That's. Damn it, y'all!
Dude, this is
What are we doing here?
These guys.
getting fucking flour.
It's pretty accurate, you know. Everyone was just on edge, but like no one really knew. But Aknem knew before everyone else knew, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like
it
this.
was
I
very
don't
accurate.
like this lore. I want y'all rolling better.
Aknev, you're up first.
That's better, at least. Friend, pal, one, just calm down. Get you some nice clothes, some food, some whatever you need. How about you just don't cast any big magic against us right now, mate? What do we call you?
I will not indulge in your fear. You will call me nothing.
All right, nothing. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you're one of them.
The fuck does that mean?
Dude, if he calls you a provoker.
Oh, actually, he died. Canonically, he's gone. Look. I'm just gonna I'm gonna take my sword. I'm gonna sheath it. Like, hands up in the air. We are just here to pick flowers. We're sorry about the arrow. But you gotta believe us, we had no idea who you are. Would you like some food? Maybe an alcohol or drink? Anything.
Persuasion
Let's see.
check with disadvantage.
That's fine, just calm the fuck
Would you
down.
like some food?
Would you like some
Anything.
food?
We will give you anything you want, please.
Nah. I'm okay, I'm adding ancient knowledge because I really don't want to be shot by this man. Oh!
Pretty good.
32.
Pretty fucking good.
32.
Yeah. I love Reborn. I'm actually gonna
Alright.
keep playing this race.
You see as he's just as he just holds down like one of his hands towards you. You see he just kind of squints for a moment as he's looking at you. And there's a moment where you see kind of the words are kind of going through for a bit. But you see him kind of wince and shake his head a little bit. You seem to maybe be getting through to him a little, but not enough. But he does take his hand away from you and aims it over to Eileen.
Wait,
With that one.
don't shoot her.
You're
I know, but I know.
Don't shoot her.
But don't shoot her.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna look towards Eileen. She will tell you why you shouldn't shoot her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna inspire Eileen. I'm using my bonus action to inspire Eileen, is what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Because she's really great. Right, Eileen? You have a D10.
Oh god.
Don't say, oh god. You'd be like, yeah, please.
Zoldar just kind of comes up to the side. He doesn't aim it up, but you see him just kind of knock an arrow as he's just kind of holding onto his bow. But he's not. He looks over at you and nods. He doesn't tighten it. He just kind of knocks one at the moment. And that's all he's gonna do for his turn. Is he's just kind of preparing, getting ready, as this man stands and looms over you all. There's just heavy breathing for a moment as he looks down at all of you. I count 8 of you. You're 1,000 too short. Be his turn.
Okay.
My man's ego is off the charts. You live in the mountains. Who are you?
He's going to raise his hands up into the air.
Calm down.
You slowed him a little, but it's not done.
Don't be a bitch about it, bro. Calm down.
Too short, bro. You pretended to be an elk. Shut your ass.
Honestly, you were hiding. You are not him.
If everyone please could make me a Constitution saving.
Oh,
No,
everyone.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Uh,
Eileen.
You gain the ability to thwart someone else's magic when you see. Oh, it's a counterspell thing. I forgot. Yes, you can use
But he
this
needs to
once
make
per...
a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, got it.
DC should be 15, I believe.
Okay. Hold on, I'm doing math here. 14.
Oh,
Exactly.
Let's go.
I will.
you only get it once.
You can't counter it.
You can't counter it. You're right.
He
You
just
only get
used
that
his
once?
counterspell, didn't he?
No. He's got it back because it's his turn. He's going to. It doesn't matter. It's not a spell. He doesn't counter it like that. You are within range for that. And as he sees that, he looks at you and his eyes widen, and you just feel like a pulse. I'm gonna spend a legendary resistance to ignore that.
No.
It is
I
more
apologize. I apologize. One down.
Legendary resist.
Yep. As you see, as he takes on parts of the air, and you see a lot of the snow get pulled from parts of the trees in the area that he's in, and he raises it above his head before he holds it into an orb.
Nope.
Counterspell.
He uses counterspell on you.
Come on.
Bro, he's a mage. I don't know what you're
I
expecting.
have to knock these off, man. This is wild how much you're making me knock these off.
There's spell slots though.
Wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait,
How
wait. Does he
strong
have
of
to
a
use?
mage he is, he's gonna
Oh wait, no,
lose
he
these
doesn't.
things one
He
way or
doesn't. I
another.
forgot. He doesn't have to use it. He doesn't have to use a reaction. I forgot to do this. So that's fine.
What?
Well, no,
Wait.
no,
Legendary
for legendary resistance. That's right.
I got so worried. I was like,
So he fired. So as he does that, his eyes kind of open up. You see him now, one hand holding the cold above him. Before you go for it, Aknev, and he just wipes the air, and in front of you, almost there's just an aura, is almost like a mirage hits in front of you for a second, stopping you right before it hits. And he grabs down with his hand and chucks down, hurling ice in a cone at all
bro,
of you.
fuck mages.
Cone of
Cone of
cold.
cold.
Cone of fucking cold. God damn.
I thought he wasn't gonna hit me. That's so mean.
You're in the way.
I'm in the way.
Yeah.
Oh
Ah.
Everyone make me a Constitution saving throw, please, for Cone of Cold.
I don't wanna.
no! To die.
Anyone near near Morrow gets to make it with an advantage. 12
Oh.
fails, 7
Oh,
fails.
yeah.
Why?
Not
why-
advantage, not
why-
advantage. Plus 4.
Oh, plus 4. So 16.
It's
then.
not.
No, you're not close.
No, you're not
enough.
close enough.
You're barely
I
out
thought
of
it was
range.
within 20.
It's 4.
No,
It's
it's
10.
10 feet. 10 feet.
Oh, never mind.
Let him know.
Here we go. I'll roll for them real quick. Ismark passes with Morrow. That dude fails. That dude passes with Morrow.
Morrow's
25
got-
passes, 13. How much is it?
17.
Fails.
What?
Yeah, it's Mordenkainen.
It's Big Bad Mordecai.
Somebody say his name. Tell him we know him.
14.
Yeah,
Fails.
I know.
You all take. Let me make sure. Yep. Okay.
Lil, you do have the D10 if you want to waste it here. I'm just saying for your life's sake.
I'm gonna need it for persuasion, dude.
Even
know,
then,
you're right.
she rolled a 7, and like that's 17.
Oh yeah, 17 would
It
fail.
still
You're
would
right.
fail,
My
yeah.
bad. My bad. I'm just looking out for. I'm going to die. I'll see y'all later. I'm doing homework.
I know I'm rolling pretty bad on this actually. 18.
By the way, is this difficult terrain? I don't remember what you said.
So yes, so this climbing up here. I apologize. Yes, if you're ever going upwards like this, it's difficult terrain. Going upwards on this at all.
From
Here is none.
what point on? From here?
Yes, from any part that starts being grave. It's more grade dominant. So right here. So like
okay.
this,
But-
for example.
I'm
But-
dumb.
But this is my favorite terrain.
You have you have a thing to stop that?
It's my feet. Difficult terrain
Uh,
doesn't slow your group.
In your favorite terrain?
Yeah.
Then this is a 50
So-
this is a 50 I'll allow it. This is a 50-degree slope, but I will allow it. I'll allow it, so you don't have to do
I thought the difficult terrain was all this already, but that's only moved like 20, 15.
Well, no,
I
we're
don't
just
know.
we're
No, you
around
couldn't-
trees.
Did you want to move somewhere else? Do you want to move somewhere else?
I can't do that now because like
I will allow it. I will allow it.
because
I
I'll be out. I
I will
want to
allow
move
it.
there, but like that'd be
I will-
out on the cold. That's cheating.
No, I'll allow it. Go.
All right.
I got plans for you.
What?
All right. Everyone else, you take. I rolled low. Only 31 points of cold damage. Anyone that succeeded takes 15.
And
31
You tell me that
is-
17 did not succeed.
17 did
say
not
that-
succeed.
No.
This dude frozen immediately.
What? He's dead?
He is frozen in ice. Whether he's dead or not, he's just frozen in ice. This guy, he just kind of holds up. He just kind of holds up and covers his eyes from the snow, and kind of looks back up and looks over to the side. Evgeny! He's still up, but he's not looking good at all. All right.
Okay.
We got this one there. There we go. I'll just do this for cold. There we go.
How much?
God,
This mark took half of that too.
God damn.
Say the damage
bro.
again, Blurt.
31 damage full, 15 halved.
By the way, I don't know if my token's showing it, but on my health sheet it
50,
should say like 59.
Yes, it's a 59 on your token as well.
Okay, perfect. I'm just not seeing it on my end then.
Oh, here. Bam. That good? Did I
Yeah.
fix it? Okay. Bap, bap. There you go.
Thank you.
Oop. Oh, I need to add that to the turn order. There we go. What was yours?
Nine.
Nine.
9? Was it
9. It was 9 before.
It was 9.
Yes, it was 9.
As he kind of just fires off that cold, and he just kind of looks out over at you all as you just still remain standing after there's now sheets of ice that cover these snow-topped pines, as there's just a burst of ice growing almost horizontally now because of this. He just kind of looks up. He looks over at all of you. Don't think that you'll be able to catch me today. As he clicks onto the one part of his heel and almost teleports over to here.
We could just leave him. We could just let him go.
I mean, yeah, we don't have to pursue him, but we can still try to yell out and talk to him.
Oh yeah, but it's like
I'm not gonna pursue him. I'm going up to the base of this cliff and I'm just gonna yell at this motherfucker.
Morrow, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. Is it difficult terrain?
It not at where you're at. Difficult terrain starts here if you're going straight forward. So yeah, you couldn't even get to the difficult terrain this turn.
Honestly, I don't want to do that, right? Because I've got to stay. I feel like I should stay near these guys for the most part.
It's up to you.
Staying near for the most part. So he's frozen solid, correct?
He's frozen. Yeah, currently he's standing there, and he's like an ice sculpture almost, with like the ice kind of on him. You see a lot of like the frost and everything just kind of blowing back his hair, as if he had just been frozen in time in that moment.
Can
He's
I
covered
put
in, like,
5 points into him?
You can, if you'd like to.
I would try. I will try.
It hits, and immediately you see it melting off the point where you mark his chest. There's a warmth that kind of turns back to him, and the color kind of turns back into some of his skin as he just chatters.
Actually, no. Make that 10. Make that 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. He looks over at you, looks over at Soldard, and just looks back at you. Did you? Thank you.
You should step back. You guys should step back.
He just kind of nods, looks over at you, looks over at this man that's just arcing and oozing a form of energy and aura. Okay. They both just nod at you.
Going to step up just a bit. You are. Step up just a bit.
All right.
And for the most part, that's gonna be it.
All right. At the end of your turn, Morrow, he's going to use a legendary action to shoot out a cantrip at you.
Why is he gotta do this?
Calm down, brother man.
Why is he gotta do this?
Why did you choose violence?
Of course.
Are you gonna try to hold person him?
No, I wanted to warding flare, but he's not close enough.
Oh, my bad.
Morrow, he's shooting at you at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 24 hit?
It does.
As a bolt of fire emanates from his hands, switching over from the cold, he pulls out the heat that is remained from the area and fires off a firebolt right at you. You take. You know what? It's gonna be a pain to roll it there. I'll just roll it here.
Oh, I couldn't even use it regardless. It's 30 feet. Yeah, he's cruising on my range.
You take
God damn.
23 points of fire damage as a firebolt impacts you right into the chest. The lightning encompasses your armor for a moment and shoots back past you.
Oh.
That's 4d10.
That's
That is
4d10.
4d10. Oh god. Okay.
You know, maybe we should just get out, you know? I don't...
I'm throwing it out there.
I mean, he's running. Let him run.
He's running, but like, imagine having
Eileen,
the
your
bad
turn.
bitch on our side.
Eileen,
I mean,
it's
I'm gonna try to talk to him.
All right. Yeah. That's my turn.
Could Eileen potentially be smart enough to try to put the pieces together that she hasn't met another powerful wizard?
There was mentions at the very least. You are aware that there was a powerful wizard I know what you're talking about there. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Eileen's gonna give it a shot. Those powerful spells you got there. You wouldn't happen to be Mordenkainen, would you?
Make me an insight check.
Oh god.
Watch him forget his own name. Like, who is that? Ah!
Fair enough. Anyone that wants to spend their reaction can also roll this insight check.
Yo, I
Spend
got it.
reaction. You already
I
used
can't
your
do it.
reaction.
I can't do it. Amar, if you got it though.
Oh yeah. I've got nothing better to do. Might as well try, right?
Hell yeah, we love trying. Thank
Sure.
God.
Thank goodness.
As Eileen says that, you are Mordenkainen, aren't you? There's a look down as there's almost a pause for a moment as he looks over towards Eileen and looks over to the side as if he's thinking for a moment and then shakes his head as if there was a moment of recollection but not of acceptance. Whether that is the name or not, they're for some reason rejecting it.
You can run, but I'm not going to attack. Okay? If you don't believe me, she'll cast a Zone of Truth in her area, and she'll fail it.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'll roll something. Okay. Okay. Roll me flat. Roll me flat persuasion.
This is where I'm gonna use that D20. That D10.
The
Sorry.
D10.
My God.
Flat persuasion?
Yes.
So
as
just
they're-
charisma?
Yes. Continuing on that insight, Amaris. The eyes kind of flip. Ooh.
There's no point. There's no point. There's no point.
Come on. Oh, girl.
The eyes at least flare up as that spell is being cast, Amaris.
Girl, you got
And she'll,
inspiration.
once that spell's cast, she'll say again, I'm not going to attack you or persuade you if you do not want me to.
There's just kind of a gritting of his teeth as he just kind of looks around at you for a moment and then remembers about the rest of everyone else there and just kind of looks up back at where it looks kind of up above himself and back down at all of you. The eyes are still manic, unfortunately. It seems that although there was a point of recollection for it, it seems as if the words aren't fully going through this time.
That's fine.
Even with that zone.
I know.
I'm sorry.
It's Eileen.
guess-
She's not persuasive.
You've given this opportunity though. You've given this opportunity.
Amaris, it's your turn.
What?
What?
What? You mean Ismark?
No, it's Amaris' turn. She has
No,
a
it's
7
not.
Amaris. I have a
She
7
She has a
Amaris.
2.
Oh,
She got a 2.
okay. That must have been from a previous encounter. I apologize. Okay.
It's future Amaris, I guess. I don't know.
All right. If Ismark is up, then yeah. Honestly, Ismark will just kind of. Yeah, Ismark will just switch places with this man and give him a shield, and then move on up with you guys. Just kind of switch them through since you told them to back away, and he just goes, "Come on, get out of here." And Thorn, you're up. He's just kind of sticking with you guys at the moment,
Okay.
just kind of brushing off
Thorn's
the ice on him.
gonna move up here so he's spread out from everybody. And he's gonna yell after him too and say, listen, I don't know if you're Mordenkainen. I don't get the magic shit. But everybody thought you were dead. We're not here to hurt you. That arrow, it was a fluke. We're here on a different mission. We're not trying to do anything to you, I promise. If you want to leave, you can. But just know that we're not your enemy.
Make another persuasion check, and Amaris, because of your previous insight check, roll me one more. This isn't with your reaction. You are already studying him. Just
Let's
go ahead
go.
one more time.
Thorn
please.
and Amaris.
Nat 20.
Oh,
God
thank
damn.
God.
13.
13.
There's a point in time for a moment where he's looking at you now, Thorn, as you say this, looking back over at Aknev, who he spoke to, and looking back now at that zone of truth. And looking now at all three of you as he stands above all of you. With all of this ability, with all of this arcana. And just for a moment, he looks down at you all, and he holds his head for a second. Amaris. You're noticing a physical pain reaction from this individual. Just from these words. Just from something that feels as if it's almost conflicting to him. And it's in this moment where you realize something. This man isn't all put together at the moment. This man is suffering from madness. What form of it? You're not 100% sure. But it seems to currently be in a conflict with himself. Is that the end of your turn, Thorn?
I'm gonna take the dodge action again. And then, yeah.
Okay. He's going to use 2 points for his legendary action. Then, just leave me alone. Don't come back here. If I see any of you here again, if I see you, or the master that you may or may not work for, I won't hesitate. Be gone! As he pulls on up from the sky, you see him grab onto bits almost of the air and slink them down and begin to pull them inward. You see as if the air itself is bending in front of you. And as he pulls it, he brings it on down to the floor before letting it go, and out shoots a bubble from his point, his perspective. It launches out and it engulfs every single one of you. Hold on.
A bubble?
A bubble.
I was really hoping our spread would avoid that.
Wait, if he wants us to run, why are you trying to attack
This
me?
bubble encapsulates about 1,000 feet. Are you farther than 1,000 feet from each other?
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the mountain, actually.
Oh, good. Okay.
No, no, he's wanting us to run. He's sending us away, so we have no choice but to run.
As that happens, the bubble hits you all, and you stop for a moment, and it feels as if you feel as if your joints feel locked for a moment before that feeling dissipates, and you open up your eyes. He's gone.
Did he time stop?
Did he motherfucker time stopped?
He did. He dead ass did. Oh my god.
Bro, a whole ass went the world and
It's the word though.
without any damage though, so like
You don't currently see him. He doesn't seem to be around at this point in time. He seems to have disappeared.
Man,
What do you all do?
not burp halfway through.
Yeah,
That's-
unfortunate.
Well, found our wizard.
I stabbed the tree.
You stab the tree.
I'm gonna stab the tree.
he pops out again. Why would you leave me alone?
I knew it!
Leave me alone!
You stab,
Mordecai! Ah!
you stab at the tree in this quiet moment. Besides the river, it's the only thing that makes a sound. Oh, and the dog barking still nearby Eileen.
Still?
Yeah, it's still barking.
Okay. Well, at least they're okay, I guess. Wow.
Eileen just relaxes, but she just looks confused. What happened to him?
He went mad.
What?
I can tell from just looking at him. He doesn't know who he is.
Maybe Strahd did something to him. The same way he did to Gabriel the first time.
Oh, the abbot. Considering the abbot knew the danger that was up here.
Could be.
Yeah.
But I'm not really keen to finding out. All I know is that he's afflicted with some form of madness. It's best to leave him alone until we can find some way to, until we're more capable or we find some way to cure it.
Well, it's good to know he's here. Having Mordekainen back might be something worthwhile in the future.
Maybe. In the meantime, I think we fucking give up on this flower mission.
How are the
Fuck the
flowers?
abbot.
Well,
I'm sorry, what?
How are the flowers, DM? Because we just got hit with a cone of cold.
You did get rid of the protocol, but you're not holding them out in the open.
Okay, so they're good.
Checking the flowers, they're still fine, and also they are colder climate flowers.
well, the problem with that is then tomorrow's life might be taken away from him, and do you really want to risk that one?
We got another reviver.
In regards to the
Wow.
abbot, in regards to the abbot, irresponsible of my life. When we made the decision to go to the abbot at the time, we have entered in. At the time, he did us a favor. We did one for him. He has also done. He also has done us another favor, even though we did. And then we did one him. He is asking us to do this specifically because this is for the wedding with Strahd, and I don't want anything to set him off at this point. Because I don't want the abbot to turn against us.
You know, asking implies that we could say no. He's forcing us to do this.
In his letter, he has not forced us. He just said he'd send the other people. Now,
He let us have a choice, but the choice is letting you die or some other terrible thing. So I'm not really feeling this whole friendship with the abbot right now. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a friendship. I'm saying we need to do this because we need to keep the abbot on our side. Because I don't want to fight the abbot. I don't want to be against the abbot. He's one of the most powerful things in here besides Strahd. And it's
Mordekainen.
Here's the thing that you're not understanding, Moro. The abbot isn't on our side. He never has been. He's purely on his side. He's a psychopath, a zealot. He's doing everything that works for him.
You'd rather have him be
We
neutral.
have no part in this. He's not on our side.
I think him being neutral is what Marl's getting at, and rather than against us.
He's not neutral either if he's blackmailing us.
He's not.
Well,
Irre-
I want to.
Regardless,
we
we
need
still
to do
need.
this.
We don't need to do this all immediately.
Yes. We
We can
only-
spend time. We can spend time throughout the week in order to
Find the flowers.
find all the flowers necessary. We have 3 of them. We still retain the 3. Just have to be careful with the 3 that we have. We can try to get 2 more. We can wait until tomorrow to get more. All we have to do is make sure that we have 10.
And then we deliver them to the abbot.
Flowers don't last long, though, and the note specifically tells us to go quickly. We can't take all week to do this.
He has
I'm
not
saying-
given us a time limit.
I'm not
We're-
saying we take all week. I'm just saying that we don't have to get it all today.
Look,
I want this done today.
look,
I
we're,
do
we're,
too,
up,
if we're gonna do it.
we're up here. Let's see how many flowers are up here first, and then we can start bickering.
Right.
No more hunting. More up here. Don't know who we might be.
Yeah. She just puts her bow away.
Not your fault. You didn't know.
It makes you feel better.
What
It was a
you
killer.
could've
It was a killer shot, though.
Yeah.
Are you trying to climb up it
Yeah, I'm looking for flowers.
on the white part?
The wipe.
You
Well, this is water, right?
Yeah. Sorry. So, climbing up this thing, first off, there is an athletics check. It's a slight incline, but it is an athletics check if you're trying to go
Are
up.
these the flowers?
You remember that they are towards the end of the opening. You remember that they are at the opening of the cliff sides, the spurges.
So
or not the spurs. The
isn't
Go ahead.
is me going up the wrong way or the right way? I forget.
No, it's the right way. It's just the fact that I need an athletics check from you if you're
Oh,
trying
okay,
to climb
cool.
up it. These
And
areas are flatter. You can kind of try to like climb from each to each. It's also a little harder on the wetter side here.
I got you. I'm just using my chains to like latch onto any shrubbery and just pull myself up if possible.
Okay. I'll give it an advantage.
Thank you. Thank you. 18.
Yeah, DC is not hard. You're easily able to climb up a couple of areas until you get over to here. And at this point in time, when you're looking through, there's a little hole right here, or sorry, right here, where the water comes out of.
Uh-huh.
It seems to just go over time for erosion and stuff. The cliff face that you have right here is a little harder to climb up to if you're just trying to go straight up. But from here, you can actually see that there is a couple of flowers up onto the top there, on the edge of where the water spout is coming from. It seems to be going off of a cliff edge side.
That's fine by me. I saw some flowers up here. I'll be just a moment, all right?
Want
Got
some
it.
help?
Yes.
I should be fine.
I still have fly.
Give him that.
Go help him. Go help him just in case.
Okay. Be right back. And then she's gonna mist form up.
Fair enough. So,
And then I
if
believe
you're still
it's-
trying to climb, make me another athletics check with an advantage, Octave. But you start seeing a ball of mist start flying up behind you.
That sounds creepy. I'm fine. This is normal. This is good. 20.
Easy enough. You grab on with your weaponry and just pull yourself up using the bracers until you eventually get underneath here. You are basically grabbing onto this ledge right here when you see Eileen Mistform kind of like coming up next to you.
The flowers a little bit more up there. I'll be catching up. Oh, I saw the art. Wow, they're right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't say there's last DM.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's
There's
even
more.
better.
There's
I can't count them.
Wait,
That's
there's how?
all we need.
Exactly what we need. Please let it be
athletics check,
7.
Octave.
Okay. If I fall, you go without me. I'll be fine. I did not fall.
21.
While they're doing this,
As
can
you-
I check on something?
Sure. What are you checking on?
Whenever you're done explaining it or
Okay.
whatever.
As you both go up there, Eileen, the mist form is a little slower than your actual flying form, but you eventually kind of make it.
I
Huh?
wasn't in mist form.
Oh, you just turned it on. Got it. Then you would get there just a second before, as Octave just kind of pops the dagger up there as he does a underside climb, which pretty impressive first off. But as you do so and as you look up, you were just next to a flower and you're like, thank God I didn't hit that. And as you look through, there's just a bunch of flowers around you guys. There is not 7. The art is not accurate because there's one underneath the tree. There's 8.
That's even better.
Fucking grab all of them, just in case.
Softly. Yeah. 1, 2.
You realize because this is next to a cliffside full of life and full of everything, it has the exact conditions it need to make these less of a rarity and more of an actual occurrence. This is extremely lucky, and you don't know if there would have been another one here in Barovia.
I just
Alright.
grab the flowers, hand to
I'm
Eileen.
gonna roll my survival. Do it.
I'll help Eileen.
When you guys were saying, let's pack it up, we'll do it another day, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Bro,
I saw the map went up
Fuck
high, and I
that.
was like, let me just look up here, and I saw flowers, and I was like, hold on.
I was like, bro, what are y'all talking about? They're right there.
I'm just saying that we didn't have to finish it today.
No,
That's
no
all I'm
way.
saying.
Eileen was gonna get it all done in a day. Nuh-uh.
Easy enough. 8 perfectly cultivated flowers. 1 or 2 don't have the roots, but it's fine either way.
You said 8?
8
Alright.
perfectly cultivated flowers, yes.
I
I now have 11.
flowers now.
We've
There
got
you
one
go.
extra.
You have 11,
Yep.
and technically 1 of Ochnev's, and then the other half of Ochnev's as well.
Yeah.
There you go. Now Mara won't get killed or blah blah blah. We can go to a wedding.
All right.
Forget that,
I'm
yeah.
gonna head down. Are you gonna be all right?
I'll be fine. I need to check something.
All right.
Okay.
Can I check on
You're
that
checking
thing
up.
that I was
Yes, as
talking
you're
about?
checking up there. What are you checking down there, buddy?
I want to call Miki down to me.
Mickey.
Okay. You actually, as you kind of think about that for a moment, as you kind of turn around, you see Miki's doing a wide berth to come back around over to you as they seem to back the fuck off after the first couple of spells were shot out.
Yeah.
as they fly down and they land on like flap and land right onto your arm.
Yeah. When she lands, I'm gonna just be nice to her for a second, scratch her head, and be like, "All right, go. Did you see which way he went?"
There's just Miki just kind of looks at you for a moment. The head kind of tilts, looks forward, and then they lower their head.
They did not see.
Time sort of stopped within a 1,000-foot radius.
I didn't know if she was outside of that or not, considering she
Bruh.
stays like backed off.
Imagine
Not over
how,
1,000 feet, like a couple
Okay.
hundred. Yeah.
imagine how
I
cool
was
it'd
gonna
be.
say like, are there any like berries or something nearby? It's just like little bird berries or something.
I'll say just make me a survival check, just
Okay.
real quick. I'll say as you were going through on your journey, you found a couple of berries that you weren't 100% sure are safe or not, but you were keeping them in mind for Miki. You can pop some out.
Okay. If she thinks they're safe, I'll pull some out for her.
She looks over at them for a moment, and then like picks like a couple, starts eating
Okay.
some.
All right. Then whenever she's done, she can fly off.
She kind of looks at you for a moment though, and kind of tilts the head a bit.
What?
She jumps off of you and lands on Raging Desire on the handle.
What about it?
She just lands on the handle. She's cawing a little.
I'll draw Raging Desire, I guess.
Okay.
I'll pull it out.
You pull out Raging Desire, and Miki immediately jumps off the handle as you go to reach it, and you pull out Raging Desire. She lands into the side. There's a little kind of small tree right here, and she kind of lands on the branch. And she looks over at you, and looks over at the tree, and pecks at the tree for a moment.
At that branch.
Not on the branch that they're on, but at the trunk of the tree.
She want me to hit the tree? Is there anything weird about the tree?
Doesn't seem to be. But they just kind of look at you, and then they peck at the tree again, and then they hop to the side of the branch a little bit. And you see them kind of get up, and they start flying, but they're kind of low to the ground and flying a little.
I'll hit the tree.
You hit the tree. As you go and you go for like a swing of the tree, you feel like a sudden current behind you, and you see as you're going for this hit, Miki flies by and flies right above Raging Desire and claws at the top of the tree right before you hit it, and then you hit the tree.
Oh, the combo move.
Oh,
And Miki,
I like that.
Miki lands down to the side of the branch that they were at, and you see them kind of raise up their foot and like kind of scratch it forward and then caw.
Scratch it forward and then caw.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, like, what do you mean?
Do a
Like-
nature. Do either an insight check or a nature check.
Okay, I'll do insight. 15.
They seem to be saying that the caw causes the scratch.
The caw causes the scratch.
When they call. It's
Interesting.
And then as they land, they're just like kind of they just kind of lean their head forward towards you, and then they once again caw, scratch.
So
With a 15, as they
does that mean I can like whistle when I'm making an attack and she'll attack with me?
yes.
Oh shit!
It seems you have gained the ability. If you want Miki to join you into battle, you can add an extra 1d4 to your damage on an attack that lands, but Miki will be above the battlefield in range. But Miki will
Okay.
be.
So
So
that's-
add a 1d4 to your damage.
That's scary. That's cool.
Ooh.
I need to
And
give me a
that,
part
that,
like
that-
that.
that's triggered by whistling. Then, like,
Well,
calling her in.
she seems to be asking what is the word? What is the command for it?
I'm gonna do like a really short, like sheer whistle, one that's just kind of like almost like a tweet that comes out. That's like really, really concise.
All right. As you do that, they just kind of go back for a moment, and then kind of the feathers kind of flutter for a moment,
Mhm.
and then they caw over at you.
I will go to attack the tree again, and then while I do it, I'll do the whistle,
Fly up
the
and
quick one.
They slash at almost where it would be the eyes of this individual, and they fly back up into the air.
Ah,
When making an attack once per turn, you can call down Miki if you wish for Miki to be a part of the battlefield, to add an extra d4 for your attack.
hell yeah!
Bro, that's spicy.
Thanks, Mickey.
You've gained enough. I've been tracking time with her. You've been spending a lot of time with Miki.
Hey, let's fucking go, dude! It pays
made a
off.
friend.
I have a
Yeah.
raven friend.
I
This
think
is what I wanted.
I need to get me a dog. I need
Go
a
for it.
dog.
He got that dog with him. All
Get that
right.
dog on him.
And Eileen, as you grab those flowers and are now heading on down, Aknev,
Oh
you
my
go
God,
ahead.
Michael.
As they're kind of going down, I'm just going to. Is this the highest point that This is the highest point that we kind of been in Barovia, or like have I been higher?
You have been higher when you flew,
Mm-hmm.
because you went to the clouds, my friend.
I
at that
did.
point in
I
time.
did that.
But this is walking wise, without the purpose of flying or anything. This is the highest you have gone. Yeah,
I'm just gonna.
this seems higher than the previous area you were at too, because there's a lot more snow and everything.
I'm just gonna write a quick note. We'll talk about the note later, and leave a
Mhm.
bottle of wine
Right here.
under the tree.
Under that tree.
Okay, I see. I get you. Okay. Yeah. Well, we will talk about that later. I'm so down.
And
You can write it to me if you want to, and later.
Yeah.
But I get the purpose. I get the purpose.
and before anything, I'm just going to just being at the highest point and the shit that the Oculus been kind of drawn and feeling. He's just gonna look up into the sky and just gonna stare for a moment.
Up ahead of you, the mountain once more swallowed by the mists, maybe about 2,000 feet or so. But those clouds, those gray set clouds, once you pass this point of the mountain and are able to see way above this cascading forest and this sloping tree line, you do see a haunting but beautiful Barovia in front of you.
I'm just gonna look up just once more and just like again towards the sky and just like, is this what you see every day? Whatever you are up there, I'm gonna find you. Understand that.
You feel a slight warmth on your chest, right where the necklace holds.
Oh, that was not what I was aiming for, but thanks. Fuck.
Oh, sorry.
I'm looking like that. That's nice, but I'm looking beyond that. Beyond all that.
Do you mean at the mists? Or what are you talking about?
I'm trying.
Like off of what I know what you're saying.
Everything's happening, and everything's been thinking. It's Strahd, the mist, and Barovia itself. There's something that really caught his like attention. It was after Osiris talking. It's like no god is allowed in this domain. He is because there's a fragment of him here, but no actual god. And it doesn't make sense to him. Yes, it's a plane of existence, but it doesn't mean what is stopping God from entering here. And all he is thinking about, all that he's kind of been imagining, is there's something else beyond that veil. That's kind of juxtaposed between Shadowfell and all of Barovia.
Okay.
There's something else in between that.
This is very different. Ophelia backs off awkwardly. But
Ah!
no, I'm kidding.
That picture, that back picture he drew was of a giant eye in the sky.
Ophelia reaches out. Be
I'll-
gone!
I'll say this. Because you know what? Roll me an Arcana check.
I'm using ancient knowledge because my theory is about to pop.
I will say Arcana or Perception, your choice.
Arcana.
Okay.
Please, on God, let me see more than the world has given me. 18.
As you kind of look up and as you look down also, you see as Eileen is going away, you almost swear you hear something as Eileen is going away, almost a voice, a cacophony, in fact, for a moment. And then it seems to almost, without source, come closer to you. Yes, he cannot leave. Keep him here. End him. That's what you get as it suddenly fades away.
That music cue.
Yeah, that was. As that kind of happened, there's a smile on Octa's faces. Cycle needs to break. I'll find it right here. And I'm going to just start playing my lute and like nothing's happened and go down.
All right. Are you just shredding down on the water? Or are you...
Well,
You know
mean,
I had to say it. You know
No,
I had
Playing
to
some
say
Beach
it.
Boys, like shing.
I mean,
I
got.
Imagine though the fail and he just like he doesn't duck far enough and just dome.
I mean, dead ass. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't. After all that shit, I'm like, you know what? I can't let people know. So I'm shredding. That was the reason I was up there, Eileen. I had to shred. Please let me shred.
All right. That's about 125-foot fall if you fail. Good luck.
break your loot.
Eileen, as you're kind of going down and you're about to get down to the ground, you
18.
hear 18. It's a hard one.
What was the DC?
You hear a cling as suddenly you shoot off from this point right here and you hit the air real hard, flying forward, Aknev, as you are maybe 30 feet of a jump before you hit the water here and you biff it about right here. And you start rolling down the rest of the way.
Hold up. I mean, I'm just gonna say, if I'm in the air already,
18's good. The DC was 20.
I wasn't done yet.
Okay, go ahead.
If I'm in the air already, right?
Mhm.
I got keep. It's like Tony, like like keep the air a little bit longer.
I'll allow it. You biff technically when you fall, but I'll say trying to avoid the biff, you keep yourself up a little bit farther till you hit the splash. I'll say it's not a perfect landing because of this, but because of the you do hit that, you just kind of you know when someone just kind of steps on a board and they're not expecting it, it flies off in one direction. The shield just goes off this way, and you just kind of step off this way, not falling over, but only getting like your feet wet a little instead of full on splashing in the water.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna walk over and get my shield.
Fair enough. As Eileen comes down with
Uh-oh.
8 flowers.
Yeah, 8 flowers. Yeah.
She'll just walk up tomorrow. Here's your flowers.
Good. So tomorrow we go to Kresik. We return. Do we go today? We have to go today, don't we?
We don't. Do we have to go to Kresik today? Let's go back to Vallaki first and collect our thoughts.
Yeah, true.
And then if we go to Kresik, we'll go to Kresik after we take a rest for an hour or so.
I'm only saying that because the flowers will get mushy or whatever.
Soldar's just
Plus,
kind
then
of
we can gather the cart.
Soldar's just kind of has his arm over Yevgeny because Soldar's not looking good, but he just we can head back quicker. We can get the boats later. I'll return them back. It would be quicker to go around the lake from here. I will get you home, and then me and my brother will rest for the night and get the boats tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Especially
taking us up here.
you, Mara. Of course. You paid us after all.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect to see whatever that was.
Me
The
either.
guy who's been blowing people up. Be careful what you hunt up here.
Don't
Well,
hunt elks, I guess.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
just a hearty like I didn't die laugh comes out of him after the
I
honestly.
lived! I lived!
Oh, I mean these guys got a little bit of health on them and stuff, but they're nowhere near facing an above level 18 wizard, bro.
I'm just glad I decided to stay next to them. They would have died.
Yeah, he rolled an exactly 17, so your +4 took it over the edge to 21. Oh, God. All right. With
Gotta
that
love
though,
D&D.
yeah. With that though, and with honestly the hunters, they're a little weakened, but they are actually worth their snuff, and they've been in these kind of situations before. I'll just do a quick roll. All right. Unless you guys have anything to ask or anything to do, they can take you down the side of the mountain and get you back to Valaki lickety split.
Yeah, let's just fucking go
Let's
back.
go.
Yeah.
Let's
With
go chill in Valaki for like an hour, take a short rest, and then we'll go to Krezik.
with
Whoop, whoop.
with these two and with their own ability, with their knowledge of this place, with their just ability to survive from where they have, they get you guys to cross the river at a much shorter point and pass, getting you around and avoiding the areas as much as they can, keeping close to the shoreline, but never going fully to it to expose yourself out into the open, as they explain. They are more towards the wolf territory, and they do warn you it's farther out over towards the west where they especially congregate. They've even had to face a werewolf once before that they managed to take down together, but it nearly got them. As they tell you, as they regale these stories before they eventually make you their way over and eventually head you back towards the west gate. In a total hour of collecting time for 11 of these flowers, you all managed to do it in about 6.5 hours total. It
Nice.
is currently only 12:30. I don't know how you guys keep doing this.
You know
Let's
this.
fucking go.
We're gonna
We
go.
made it back in time for lunch, bro.
We were-
Actually, I'd say more like 1 p.m., but still.
That's
Still
the
lunch.
Yeah, I'm like, it's weird. We came to Barovia looking for werewolves. I still haven't seen one.
What are you talking about?
Well, not that we know of. And
We
yeah,
fought
he's right.
wolves.
Actually,
No, but not
werewolves.
werewolves. Werewolves. Like man people wolves.
if you were looking to fight werewolves, then you may have wanted to be caught then by the howls.
No, we don't want to now. It's like it's already over. But
No, I'm telling you, that wasn't just wolves. Those were werewolves. I could tell by the in their pitch.
Oh boy.
I knew that. That's why.
I didn't want to scare you all, but that was my misjudgment.
Yeah.
You
We came
obviously
here
all
under the
have-
impression looking for him.
No, you obviously all are beyond the credit that I've given you all. So thank you all, and once again, we'll get the work done.
Good.
That's all. That's all I have to say. Good luck on any other hunts. You'll know where to find us if you need us. And
He just kind of looks over to Eileen and just nods.
not a bad shot.
And he slinks over his brother, and they just kind of hobble away. Just ow.
I'm just gonna presentation warmth on the brother who got frozen, as a sorry for not sorry, but like you did good, kid,
Yeah,
and
he's
sorry for the peace now.
he just kind of looks around for a moment, not really understanding the exact area that it came from, but just you can definitely tell at the very least he's like, oh, I'm hot now. Go ahead.
So Aknev didn't get hit by it, but
No, he
everybody else did.
Every other person, including Ismark, did, but yeah. And then
Hopefully
also
Ismark-
Maro
I
got hit
thought
by a
that
firebolt. Go ahead.
I need to leave somebody out.
You can
I'm
leave
fine.
me out.
I do have I also have my own big spell if you need healing.
Or I can top
If
myself
we're-
off on a
Fucking, I'll leave Mara out. Mara has lay on hands.
Okay.
Gonna throw a mass cure wounds to heal everyone aside from Mara
Okay.
And Octav.
and Aknev.
Everyone except for Amaro and Octave?
Yeah,
Okay.
that should be 6.
Wait. You're trying to heal 6 people.
Yeah,
you guys,
me, Eileen,
you guys are
Thorn,
6 in total.
The brothers.
the brothers.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
trying to hit the brothers as they leave. Okay,
Yeah.
then yes. Okay, absolutely. Oh, 13? Dang, okay. Yeah, the other one just kind of stops hobbling, and then the one that was already hobbling turns back for a moment at you all.
Just give him
It
a
just-
thumbs up.
And he just gives a nod of respect over to you, Amaris.
Remember when
And
you
they
used to
turn around,
insult
they
me?
keep going. All right, fair enough. Wow,
Well,
successful.
now what?
Well, wait, rest up for an hour. Get the
Rest.
cot. Get some
Food.
food. Head to Kresik.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go lie down in the house really quickly though. I'll see. I'll get some food after. Cool.
Oh, we're back in.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay,
The brothers.
what's wrong?
The brothers took us back to Valaki without like
Yeah.
any issue.
Bro,
Yes,
they are
the,
nice
brother-
with it.
the brothers know how to traverse this area, and as long as you listen to a lot of their directions, they have a better. Your chance of encounter gets reduced by a bunch, to the point where it's nearly null.
You know what?
Yeah. But they don't stay out during the night and stuff. They
Yeah.
they cost 5 gold. They cost 5 gold each a day, and yeah.
Honestly, I respect it, man. You know, you don't go
Yep.
out at night in Barovia. What is there to do
They-
at night in
they-
Barovia, man? There ain't no clubs out here.
Yeah, they ain't people persons, but they're useful. They got their stuff.
They get the job
Uh,
done.
And as you all now have arrived and are licking your own wounds, healing yourselves, and deciding on your next move to deliver these flowers over to Kresik and to the Abbot, we're going to end session right there.
Yeah. But work.
Congratulations on that.
What a
though.
nice
Yes.
little bow
Yeah.
on that package.
Yeah,
That was nice.
yeah. I was so much more expecting to hurt people this session.
Hey,
I am
We
actually
good
shocked.
talkers. We good talkers.
I understand. I understand, but I'm gonna leave a little message here, right, for this, right? If you attacked him, that's a 1 failure. The goal was to get 3 failures or 3 successes. Upon a natural 20 is 2 successes, a natural 1 is 2 failures. On 3 failures, you cannot convince him. On 3 successes, he leaves. That was the goal for that
20
one.
that I rolled at the end.
I mean, and that
He had taken 2 failures, 1 from Eileen and 1 from her shot. One more failure, and he couldn't have been convinced no matter what.
Oh shit.
And he would have just been thrown.
Hey,
you would have had an 18 or above level wizard chucking shit at you
Oh.
as he climbs.
God damn.
Yeah. It wasn't looking the best for y'all, but I mean, I don't know, it was possible and all that. I was waiting. I had so many things. I had prepared so much. It took me so many hours to make that map, but you know what? That's D&D, baby. You guys talked your way out of it.
We did it, y'all.
We got that
Y'all.
persuasion.
And we got home in time for lunch.
That's the
I am
best thing.
amazed. Oh, I'm happy for you guys. I'm so happy. I wish I could have thrown more spells. I'm so happy for you guys.
All right, we
Oh,
got 11
no,
flowers.
okay.
Honestly, we eat lunch. I say we leave afterwards. We got to deliver these flowers, man.
We eat
true.
lunch. We take the short rest. We get the cart. We make it in fucking great time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
I do actually. Sorry, just because I was scared shitless about this, but I do want to double check this real quick. Octave, can you roll me a dex save?
Why? But
Just roll me
okay.
a dex save.
Okay. 20.
Okay. Good. You wouldn't have died. Thank God.
What do you mean?
Well, there was a chance you could have died
Why?
if I did a spell.
Oh,
Why?
because you kept counterspelling his shit. He was probably tired of you.
He was actually gonna disintegrate. He's actually gonna disintegrate.
He was gonna just make you not a problem anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. Amaris, the thing that you missed him whisper was counterspell, possibly wizard. No. What? No. Instruments. Bard of some sort. Counterspell. Problem. Need to take him out. 1 hit if possible.
You were gonna get disintegrated, bro.
We're either gonna disintegrate or finger of death.
Yeah.
You.
Wow.
You,
I-
you,
I'm-
Hey,
but-
guess
no,
where
no,
we're never
but-
going back to, guys.
But what I will say is, you're also convincing him he doesn't target you. He does not target you if you're one of the people that convinced him until you attack him again. Or if you failed, then you would have been back to targets.
Well, good thing I didn't fail.
Yeah, if you so that the moment that was like, I'm like, oh thank God, because I was worried because I knew because he's smart. He's smart to a degree. Oh God. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting too far into our after stream talk. I
was actually
love D&D.
gonna talk to you, boy, because there's something we need to do.
Oh, my microphone. There we go. My headphones came out. There we go. Anyways, much appreciated, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for coming out. Don't mess with. Oh, yes. Sorry, you wanted to ask me something before that. Go ahead.
We still gotta do what happened the night before.
Yeah. Well, I thought we were gonna do it in session, and then you wanted to that. We could do it. Do you want to do it at the beginning of next session?
Sure.
Okay. We can
All
do it at
right,
the beginning of next session. We're going to recount what happened there.
All right, next session, guys.
I
The
love
night
this.
before. Then we come back for lunch.
Essentially, it's gonna be a quick time thing. Either way, though, much appreciated for everyone out here. Don't attack random elk that you find in the woods. They might turn out to be one of the most powerful wizards you've ever met in your entire life that doesn't like you suddenly. And yeah, that's all. Much appreciated.
Anyway, thank y'all for coming on out to some Curses Drawn action. Man, that was a fun time. We'll see you when we get back.
Hope you
Get
guys
some
enjoyed the botany.
lunch. Hopefully go see a wedding. And, you know, tip it up, tap, 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 tap. That's
Gardening
all,
is dangerous.
folks.
Gardening is very dangerous.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.